we are good to go.
Okay.
Well, I say we're good to go, but we are currently going. So, this is the current audio that you can expect for this video. I really should be listening to it myself, but I'm currently being lazy and not doing it. How dare I be lazy?
How do you spell Venonat? I can't look it up because...
V-E-N-O.
V-E-N-O.
N-A-T.
Okay.
Venonat. Oh, speaking of naming stuff that no one will have any context for, you probably won't either. Tamagotchi does not have a T in it. Well, except for the first one. It doesn't have two T's.
Did I accidentally put two T's?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that.
It's Tomodachi, as in, like, Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I put two T's.
Yeah. It was like, because it was like Dachi, D-A-T-C-H-I. I was like, what the fuck? That's not right, is it?
Right.
Oh, speaking of that, I looked further into that, and it is even less clear what the fuck they're talking about, that title. So.
Yeah, I have no idea why they didn't call it a meme's life. Not meme. Me's life.
No, I'm talking about Shang-Chi.
Oh,
So,
Shang-Chi.
Yes, so, looked further into that.
Give me a second, let me look. Let me listen to audio.
Sounds good. Yeah, please tell me if the audio sounds good. Well, more specifically, you need to be listening to your audio.
Okay.
So, like, I would talk at a normal level for a little while.
Okay, continue talking because I have an ad for Skyward Sword.
Okay, well, you're the one who needs to hear it. It's your audio.
I am
is the one that
talking. I'm
matters.
talking to you.
Okay, good. We'll keep talking about it. That's very important.
Talking about.
Yeah,
I
but yeah,
waited
talk at a normal level
forever
and
for
see if your
this,
normal level matches
and
about
if it's
this.
gorgeous.
'Cause if your normal level is, like, too quiet, we need to fix that now.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like, I'm not talking at a really loud level right now, but I'm talking at a normal level, like, not low, but normal. So, we need to get a not tired level. So, talk at your not tired level.
Okay, I talked a little bit at my tired level, and I'm audible.
Is that good or bad?
Well, they can hear me.
Okay, it doesn't make it sound better. It sounds worse.
Well, I'm
That
just saying if
sounds
I'm
so-
mumbling, they can
Barely.
hear what I'm saying.
Okay.
And
well,
wait.
That's good, I think.
Sound fine.
Okay, good. Then we'll go with this.
Okay, continuing about Shang-Chi.
No, start the string.
Oh,
Then we'll
right.
continue about Shang-Chi.
Hello, people. It's us, Troopers Game 9. I'm your host, Younger Bro.
I am your other host, Older Bro.
And we're back actually shiny hunting. Yay!
Yay.
Where this is only the third stream for Staryu.
Yay. Yeah, it's the third stream of Staryu after 2 or 3 weeks of not doing anything.
So if you need to blame anything, blame 4th of July and festivities.
Yes, it's been very terrible. Well, and other things. But yes.
Well, it's
One of those was not the 4th of July. I just don't
yeah. It was job.
Yeah. Job.
My
yeah,
job.
Garbage job shit, and then 4th of July.
Yeah, job.
Job. So anyways, yeah, so...
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, Jabba the Hutt, yes. Unless you work at Pizza Hut, that joke doesn't work. Anyways, so, getting back to talking about, this. So, we were talking off, well, we talked in our video about, Miss Marvel, about Shang-Chi, and I looked up more information about it while editing that video. So, here's the confusing bit about it. So, Shang-Chi has, minor relations to the Mandarin and the rings, but has never wielded them. He has rings in this video, or in the trailer, that are referred to as rings, and he has had power bracelets in the past that seem to also be similar to what they're talking about here. However, so I was looking up the title of The Legend of the Ten Rings, and what popped up is it took me to a page on different groups in the MCU. One of the groups in the MCU is called the Ten Rings. And the Ten Rings is the group that the Mandarin is a part of.
Yes.
So it is even less clear about whether the 10 rings are referring to his 10 rings or the Mandarin's 10 rings.
Yeah, I was kind
So
of.
the movie's even less clear.
I was kind of ticked off about that.
So it's like, so let's say it this way. Either these are his rings, the Mandarin's rings, or these are the 10 rings that they use to fight the Mandarin's 10 rings.
Yeah, if they are specifically called the Makugan rings, then they
Yes.
are the Mandarin's rings.
Yes, unless they give him different rings in this movie. Assuming he's in this movie, because that's unclear.
I doubt it.
However, it is confirmed, and I don't remember what this was confirmed in, but it was confirmed in not this movie, in something else pre this, that is canon to Marvel, that the Mandarin in Iron Man 2 is not the Mandarin. Or 3, whichever one was it. I don't remember.
3.
Yeah, that is not the Mandarin.
You mean Terrence?
The actor was not the Mandarin.
Yeah, I know.
That is 100% confirmed.
Yeah, they had like a short documentary of him or something.
So they 100% are going to have the real actual Mandarin in the MCU that is not Terrence.
I don't understand why they didn't.
Here's the thing. From my understanding, Terrence worked for the 10 Rings.
Yes.
So, from my understanding... So here's the weird thing about the 10 Rings from what I looked up. The 10 Rings hired Terrence, so he actually was pretending to be the Mandarin, officially, for the Mandarin. Also, the 10 Rings were one of the buyers that were interested in buying the Ant-Man suit. Like the one that what's-his-face was designing?
Hank Pym.
No, the other one. The evil one.
That guy?
The one that's... I don't remember what its name is. Whatever that suit is named. Yellow Jacket.
Yellow Jacket,
yeah,
yes.
Whatever. That suit. They were one of the buyers in that scene that, like, was interested in buying that suit.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. Because they didn't make that fucking clear.
Nope.
So, the Mandarin is trying to do something in the shadows and stay hidden. And for some reason, they needed to disrupt Tony Stark during that movie. So they had a fake Mandarin pretend to be him to get in his way but make it seem like it was a joke to throw people off the trail of the Mandarin. The point is, he's not the Mandarin, so stop being angry about it.
Like the main bad guy?
Here's the thing. I am unclear whether or not this movie in Shang-Chi has anything to do with the Ten Rings. Because of the way the movie is named, it could be, this movie might literally just be about this kid and his father. And have nothing to do with anything else. And then the Mandarin might come in a later movie. Or not at all.
Okay.
Or, this movie could be about them fighting the Ten Rings and the actual real Mandarin. Because of the way the movie's named, and the trailer information we have, there is no way to know.
Yeah, there was 2 people who had the title of Mandarin in the 3rd movie.
Yeah.
That was Terrence.
Yes.
Terry, one of them.
Yeah, the actor.
The actor.
Yep.
And the guy that Tony Stark killed.
Yes. Neither was the Mandarin.
Neither is confirmed to be the true Mandarin.
Yes.
Well,
Terry worked for the Ten Rings. Who is the real Mandarin? Like, there is a real Mandarin that is the head of the Ten Rings organization. From my understanding, that guy, the second guy that Tony Stark killed, is not even associated with them.
Yeah, he's with AIM.
Yes. So that guy was also not the Mandarin. He was just a random fucking dumbass. Well, again, leader of AIM, but also not the Ten Rings.
Yeah, well, not the Mandarin we know.
Yes.
If that If the real actual Mandarin that everyone knows, including me, shows up, I will be less mad at that movie.
Yeah, from that, again, this is just from my understanding of the Wikipedia article that was describing events and things I hadn't seen. The way they described it was that the Ten Rings organization intentionally paid Terry, or Terrence, whatever, to be the Mandarin for reasons. And the real Mandarin is a real person that is going to show up, maybe in Shang-Chi.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. No one knows. Ask Marvel. But all that to say, I still have no clue about if the Ten Rings he has in that movie or the...
If the Mandarin is just a title in the MCU, I would be a little less mad. Because I want the Mandarin that
Well, I don't think it's a title. I literally think, from the way it sounds, it's not that it's a title. It's just that they paid Terry to pretend to be the Mandarin. It's not necessarily that the Mandarin's a title. It's just he wasn't the Mandarin at all. He was just literally an actor. And the other guy just thought the Mandarin was fake, and so he took his name because it's like, oh, I'm taking the name of a fake guy. But that there is a real, actual Mandarin that is maybe a title or not. But that has nothing to do with Terry.
it has nothing to do with Terry or AIM.
Yeah. Well, it has nothing to do with AIM at all. And Terry was paid by the Ten Rings organization, which is run by the real, actual Mandarin.
Yes.
Yeah. So whether or not it's a title, doesn't matter. Terry was never the Mandarin. In title or in anything. He was always just an actor.
Honestly, the actor made a better Mandarin than...
People were like, I really hope he comes back and, like, the Mandarin actually is Terry. Like, it was a double ruse. Like...
Yeah, that would have
he
been
was the Mandarin
interesting.
pretending to be an actor, pretending to be the Mandarin.
It's like, yes!
What? But, yeah, from the sound of it, no, he was really just an actor, and there is a real Mandarin that's not him.
I don't know about any Peppa.
Peppa? Who are you talking about? You need some salt? Here's some salt.
Did you just nod off while I'm explaining this? While I'm threatening you?
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, oh, I'm sorry, well, I would find you intimidating if you were, you know, well, intimidating.
But, you haven't seen Iron Man 3?
No, I have seen Iron Man 3. I keep forgetting which one is Iron Man 2 and which one's Iron Man 3. I just literally forget
Iron Man
which
2
one the
is with Whiplash.
Yeah. No. I remember Whiplash, but I always forget which one the Mandarin's in.
That's Iron Man 3.
Yeah. I remember the plot with Whiplash, and I remember the plot with Pepper. I just never remember which one the Mandarin appears in every single time it comes up. I'm always like, is that 2 or 3?
Hey, it's because 3's so forgettable.
Again, it wasn't real. You wouldn't think a movie about them literally kidnapping the President of the United States would be, forgettable.
Well, I don't want to describe it as forgettable, but it was definitely one of the...
Yeah. He literally gives up, he literally gets the surgery in that movie. That should be the most memorable.
I hope that didn't screw up with our audio.
I hope that didn't sound like shit.
Me too. But, yeah, I'll say that I didn't enjoy Iron Man as much as any other Marvel movies.
Yeah, I feel like
Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3.
Okay,
Not Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1 is fine.
I do have to say, though, I feel like a lot of the Phase 1 movies probably would have been done a lot better if they'd been made in Phase 3. Like, they were definitely the movies where they had to practice up to get the great ones. It's like, it's I would never say Iron Man or Iron Man 2 were bad movies by any means, but they are definitely not as good as later Marvel movies. No one would try to say that, Iron Man 1 and 2 are as good as, Black Panther. So it's like, they were the movies that were unfortunately the first ones that they used to make better movies later by practicing how to make them.
Yeah.
So it's...
Also, I'm wondering if they will ever bring back Iron Patriot, because what's interesting about Iron Patriot is more than one person has had that title.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, here's the weird thing. They might have if they made Rhodey the new Iron Man. But since it seems like Spider-Man is becoming the new Iron Man...
Iron Patriot, as far as I know, have only been held by, like, 3 people. I think Tony Stark at one point was Iron Patriot. I don't know why, honestly.
Why would your Iron Man...
I think it was for kicks.
I'll just pretend to be Rhodey for a little while for no reason.
I think that was literally the plot.
Okay, whatever.
Like, he was just filling in for him.
Doesn't count.
Wait,
what do you mean he was filling it? Iron Patriot is his replacement. Like, his fill-in. I'm filling in for the guy who's filling in for me.
Yeah. I think it was Rhodey was out for a little while and Tony Stark didn't have a suit, so he borrowed Rhodey's suit.
Iron Patriot is his suit.
I know.
It's just a different one of his suits.
I know.
By definition,
it was
if he gets in the Iron Patriot suit, he's just Iron Man.
Yeah, it was his Mark II suit.
Like, yo, what the fuck?
But anyways, so
this plot's making less and less sense.
So Tony Stark, Rhodey, and Norman Osborn have been Iron Patriot.
What?
Yeah. Norman Osborn became Iron Patriot after he was cured from being the Goblin.
From being insane.
Yes.
It's cured of insanity.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So he donned the Iron Patriot suit to show the world that he had changed. And he did.
Yeah.
So, I thought that was a nice thing about Norman. And they showed that version of Norman Osborn really well in the Ultimate Spider-Man show.
Yeah.
Because it was in the comics and in that show, and I'm like, you guys did it really good.
Yeah. Speaking of, like, heroes in, like, weird situations, what I keep forgetting. Which fucking character is it that I keep seeing memes of, where it's the relative of J. Jonah Jameson that's a superhero.
That might be JJ's son.
Yeah. Like, I keep fucking seeing photos of that and keep being like, who the fuck are you again? But I'm always just like, oh, right. Yeah, Jameson, right. But I never remember who the fuck he's supposed to be.
Jameson's son has been 3 different people.
Uh-huh.
One time he was, some soldier who got lost in space.
Yeah, he was the symbiote.
No, he actually didn't become a symbiote.
Oh, right. That was the one you talked about. I was like, why wasn't he a symbiote? He was literally in space.
No, he just got lost in space on another planet and kind of became a super soldier.
Yeah.
Another version of him, he became a werewolf at night.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
Nope. And then another version of him. I don't remember what he did. What did he do?
I don't know. It's just his son, the astronaut. I feel bad for his son. I don't think he knows his son's name. He always just talks about him as my son, the astronaut.
Yeah, I can't remember. Like, he had a third name that usually people know him by.
Yeah, I just literally I can't remember who he is. I just
can't think
remember
of
that
it.
He is that superhero that's in space, and that he is.
Yeah, I think he was part of the Guardians of the Galaxy at one point too.
Yeah. The Guardians are gonna be really weird. Like now that Thor is a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, it's just like, what the fuck is this? I have no idea how the hell that movie's gonna go.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if the other version of Gamora is still in the timeline.
Yes. That is literally, from my understanding, what Guardians 3 is about. Is they are on the hunt for Gamora. And also Thor's there because now he's a Guardian of the Galaxy. He's... Okay, please tell me they've at one point made a pun about this, that they're the Asgardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, they did. They did that in Endgame.
Thank God. I didn't notice. But I don't remember noticing.
Funny thing about that used to be an actual team.
Of course it was. Which is why they're having Thor be in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Because nod to that. Also, the really weird thing is, now the Asgardians are just... They just live on Earth.
Yeah.
So, like... I don't know. I swear, if somehow that's... becomes how mutants become a thing, I'm just gonna quit. If they did something like that, I'd just quit.
It wouldn't surprise me,
no.
but it seems...
It's gonna be Eternals.
It seems what Eternals is saying is, most of the mutants have been in hiding for a long time.
Yeah. Can't imagine why.
It's not like the government hates different.
Yeah, not at all.
Our government appreciates us.
Pity the fool who believes that.
Pity Xavier.
I pity Xavier. Yes, Xavier Woods.
Damn it. What is the word?
Well, okay, actually getting back to that.
He's both senile and disabled.
See, but actually getting back to that. You are aware, by the way, that the X-Men are an allegory to the civil rights movement, right?
What, to like gender equality? Or...
No, to specifically civil rights, like African American rights. Like
yes, I understood that.
Yeah, Xavier is literally supposed to be Martin Luther King, and
yeah, he's the Martin Luther King for the mutants. Yes, yeah, I understood that for a long time.
And Malcolm X is literally Magneto.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like.
But yes, I
which
understood
always makes it interesting to talk about.
Like, I kind of got that after the first movie.
Yeah. Also, so I was looking up the timeline and like looking up the movies because I was trying to like see what the canonical order of movies is, and I was also trying to see how cleanly you could, because I was talking about previously, like, you know, basically each tier is just the Avengers movies. The Avengers movies basically end each tier, which is almost correct. It's usually like one movie follows the Avengers movie, and then that's the actual end.
Yes.
Because Ant-Man follows
Ultron.
And then what's the one that followed Endgame?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man followed Endgame. And then I think there was one that followed the original Avengers. I can't remember what it was.
Iron Man 3, I think.
Maybe, I don't remember. But yeah, it's basically that, where it's almost exactly the Avengers movie or the end of
the tier.
Each phase.
Yeah. That
probably won't continue since the first 3 tiers are the Infinity Saga, and it seems like with these next tiers, the Avengers aren't going to be a force in the storyline.
Yeah, I wonder what saga this one's gonna be.
Good question.
It's probably gonna be Mystical Saga.
Yeah, could be.
Because we're
Well,
going to
it
have...
could be the Mutant Saga, because we're starting pretty early with Eternals, and
Yeah, I wouldn't call this one that one.
well, I'm just saying that because Fantastic Four is coming out next phase, so it's like I can easily see this being the lead up, because like the first, I wouldn't have called Phase 1 the Infinity Saga. Like the Infinity Saga really kind of hit in once you got past Ultron and started moving towards, well, Infinity War. Like, they had hints of it, but up until, like, Phase 2 started, you really couldn't see that this was going to become the Infinity Saga. So
Yeah.
I think that maybe we shouldn't say what it is at all. We shouldn't try to guess what it is until we get to Phase 5.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's mystical because of, basically, we're doing a lot of Doctor Strange stuff, and we are going to dive into Blade, which is this phase.
Maybe. They haven't officially announced when that's coming out, but it is in the works.
Yeah, it's mystical and, like, wonder-ish stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I will agree with you that this phase is going to kind of kick off Mutants because of the Eternals.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm wondering. Because if I was writing this out, if I was Kevin Feige, I would be like, okay, we start out this phase, we introduce Eternals, like, we just had the huge Infinity War, so now there's going to be a big change to the universe. So we're going to start with Eternals, introduce mutants, lead up, get into Fantastic Four and X-Men, and then end with, like, maybe Galactus.
Yeah.
Who is the biggest threat, ignoring
The biggest
Magneto?
threats.
Like, who is, like, the biggest, like,
The
mutant threat that people think?
Okay, the biggest threats that we could possibly get right now is Galactus,
Yep.
Kang the Conqueror, and for mutants, it's that blue guy that they fought, Apocalypse.
Yeah, so they might lead up to Apocalypse, rather than try to go Galactus.
The other threat is
that's actually an interesting question. Actually, go ahead first.
The other threat to mutants is those robots that I can't remember the name of. Sentinels.
Oh, Sentinels, yeah. Yeah. So, here's an actual question. Marvel owns Galactus now.
Uh-huh.
Are they going to try to retcon Galactus back into being the parents of Quicksilver and Wanda?
Galactus? You mean Magneto?
Sorry, Magneto. Yes, sorry. You're correct. But are they going to try to retcon that back in?
I would not be disappointed if they did.
Because, honestly, I was expecting them to unkill unkill Quicksilver. Because, like, you had, Infinity War.
To be
had,
fair,
like,
we
the
haven't
Ultimate.
seen WandaVision, and Wanda will tie into Multiverse of Madness.
So
So,
they could do it
honestly, they could.
They could do it there, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, because Quicksilver died way too quickly.
He just fucking died almost instantly. Flash, no! It's Quicksilver. Flash, no!
Yeah, like, I was so disappointed because I immediately liked the Quicksilver
He was
character
great.
from the first line.
He
You
was so
didn't
great.
see that coming? I'm like, beautiful.
Yeah. Of course he did. Oh, see, that's actually Magneto's real plot. He isn't trying to... He shows up, he isn't trying to, cause revolution or anything. He's just trying to, fuck with time to, get
Try to
his son
bring
back.
back his...
Yeah,
You know what? That is an interesting way to kick off Magneto in the MCU. Do it!
Oh, here's actually something really weird. This is what I was going to get into a minute ago. So, while I was reading through, one of the comments that Feige made was they were talking about, we're going to be bringing mutants in now with, the buyout. And he said something really weird that I do not understand the concept of. The thing he said was he was talking about, they're going to be, he was talking about, how they were going to introduce mutants, or, he's going to introduce mutants, in an upcoming movie that would involve X-Men, and he said those two terms mean the same thing. And the only terms he could have possibly been talking about in that context was mutant and X-Men. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean those mean the same thing? What the hell are you... What?
I think what he means by that is when the copyright term mutant also is in the same terms as the term X-Men.
Yeah, because the way he worded it was really weird. Because he was like, "We're going to be introducing mutants in this next phase, and that will in an upcoming movie this phase, and that will include X-Men. But those two things mean the same thing." It was just the way he worded it made it sound like the term X-Men literally
Yeah,
in the MCU is going to mean the same thing.
I think the way the copyright works is that is technically correct because mutant and X-Men have the same like stupid copyrighted bullshit where they copyrighted the term and that's why they can't use mutant or X-Men in any of the MCU movies as of right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna look this up to end the disagreement because I'm literally not certain what people are talking about.
Like that's the only way I could understand that. At least we're back shiny hunting. I love shiny hunting. It's too bad that we're going after basically Goldeen again. Just Staryu. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, if Kevin Feige is not meaning it that way, I want to know how else to describe it. Will we get our first Staryu today, our shiny one? I don't know. By the way, guys, this is the same combo that we had in the second stream. Luckily, it has not... my console hasn't been shut off since then. It stayed in its dock for all that time. God damn it. Sorry guys, I dropped the controller. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I bumped a mic. That loud enough for you?
Sure, whatever. Maybe.
Maybe if I yawned louder.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm not finding any information about the thing you're talking about. I am finding out information about why they're not going to be doing Scarlet Witch's mutants, which is apparently the comics for a long time now have been trying to retcon her out of being a mutant.
Really?
Not even just like because of the whole Fox situation. But they've been trying for a long time to be like, no, she's actually a sorceress similar to Strange. But she's a magic user, not a mutant.
Okay.
Because literally one of the comics retconned her from even being related to Magneto.
I'm okay with that.
So, like, yeah, apparently the whole her being related to Magneto thing is no longer the case within the Marvel comics. And while they technically were in Fox, they're not anymore. As for the whole X-Men thing, I've not found any evidence about why they can't use it. The only thing I'm finding is that people are betting that Marvel is not going to use the X-Men brand. Even though they own it, they don't want to. Because Fox has kind of fucked it over so hard that they believe that just using them as calling them mutants and using other teams instead of X-Men might be a better thing for the brand.
I still think they would do it justice, though, even if they do.
Well, it's not that they're not going to do it justice. I think it's just that they aren't... One of the things that somebody was talking about was that... I'm talking a lot over here. One of the things they've been talking about is the fact that the only way that Marvel right now could introduce mutants, well, like right now we're posing the question that they're going to start introducing mutants in Inhumans.
You mean Eternals?
Eternals, sorry. I keep thinking it's Inhumans because
I don't know when they're doing Inhumans either.
Yeah. But the hilarious thing is the comics have actually been pushing the Inhumans more than the mutants because of Fox. So...
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't get the Netflix series for Inhumans. That was gonna be shit.
Yeah. But no, anyway, so... Because the whole point of the Eternals is it's gonna be a over many centuries thing. It's not, like, happening now. It's been happening, like, it's a movie that's taking place over a long time, right? From my understanding.
From the trailer, I think we're going to get some shots of the past, but it is going to happen in the now.
Right. But I think the whole point of the movie is going to be, like, they're going to have this battle, and it's going to introduce that... The Eternals are basically going to introduce that mutants have existed on the Earth for a long time and are just hidden. But they're basically just, like, secret
in the trailer they talked about, since Captain America and Iron Man are gone, who's going to lead the Avengers? And the main guy from the Eternals said, I could.
Yeah, but no, I think what I'm gonna guess, if I had to put my money on something, the Eternals movie is going to introduce the concept that the mutants have been around for like thousands of years. They are not a new thing. It's just that they're in hiding.
They're either in hiding or Charles made them.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Getting back to that, one of the things that people talked about is, okay, it is perfectly easy to figure out, like, just to say, okay, we understand why, you know, Xavier didn't help out with Avengers, why he wouldn't have helped out with, you know, Ultron, maybe. But there is no way on Earth that Marvel could justify, in any believable way, that Xavier wouldn't try to stop Thanos. None. There is no story, right? They could not write that to work. The only way they could explain it is if they're literally from a different universe. They literally have to multiverse drop them in. So, again, unless we're pulling them out of Doctor Strange's ass, quite literally, there is no way they could write it so that Xavier currently exists and did not help with Thanos. Impossible. So one of the things that this article was talking about was, it's gonna start now. As in, Xavier's school does not currently exist. Xavier may not be, like, 80 years old, or however old he normally is.
Yeah, like, maybe the genes didn't activate until after Thanos.
Yes. Thanos and all that is part of the catalyst that's caused this. So, Xavier's school's not going to show up until Phase 5. Because it won't be built.
Yeah.
It's like, it's literally a new thing happening.
Yeah, they would have had to have been fighting in the way, way background in order for it to work.
Exactly. So I'm thinking that that's what they're going to do in this movie, that something the Eternals are going to do is going to cause the activation, and that's going to start introducing these mutants. And that's why they've not appeared up till now, and why they're not a thing. But that's also why they're not going to go with an X-Men. Because the X-Men don't exist yet. Right now, it's just going to be a mutant or two every so often. And then we might get a team, but they might not even go with X-Men. Like, we know we're going to get a Fantastic Four, because that's one of the movies they've already talked about. But, like, that's going to be one of the first teams we get. But the X-Men still won't exist. And so it'll just be, like, stuff like that.
But yeah, it's gonna really, really depress me if we don't ever have X-Men.
I don't think it's gonna be that we don't have X-Men. I think it's just gonna be that they're going to hold off on doing X-Men things until much later. Just so that I think they're gonna do what they did with Avengers, basically. They're gonna introduce characters long before they get anywhere near the X-Men. And they're probably gonna introduce other teams long before the X-Men, just so that people don't have X-Men fatigue. To distance themselves as far away from Fox as possible. They're just gonna stop using the X-Men brand, basically, for quite a long time. They might use other teams or something. They'll use X-Force.
But they'd have to do Deadpool.
Well, they've said they're going to. That's the weird thing.
They'd have to implement Deadpool in the MCU first.
Yes. From the information I've read, Feige / Iger, or whoever's currently running Disney, has said they are going to be implementing Deadpool into the PG-13 MCU, and it will still be Ryan Reynolds. So they are not recasting him, but it is going to be PG-13 movies, and we will see if there is a third movie that is not PG-13.
So
it sounds like they are, but
yeah, so we might get our X-Force for the first movie for Deadpool.
What I'm gonna guess is I'm gonna guess they're gonna retcon Deadpool from
1 and 2.
No, what I'm thinking they're gonna do is, I think they're either gonna do something in multiverse, or they're gonna have separate universes. I think that there's gonna continue to be R-rated Deadpool movies separate from the MCU, but the same Deadpool will be in both. In the same way that Spider-Man apparently is gonna somehow be in both universes, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Apparently from what I understand, that's going to be a plot point in No Way Home.
Yeah?
Yeah, according to Sony executive, the Sony executive in charge of their MCU, whatever the Sony U is,
yeah,
that Spider-Man 3 is going to somehow explain or be related to how the fuck Spider-Man's going to appear in their cinematic universe. And that it's going to somehow explain how some of it's canon, some isn't, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because the Vulture is going to be Morbius.
Yeah. So what the... Okay, I know... Obviously, I know the Vulture because I saw that movie. What the fuck is Morbius?
Morbius is a vampire.
Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't there a movie about that? Who am I thinking of?
Blade.
Oh, I'm thinking of Blade. Damn it. I was like, wait a minute.
Well, Morbius is the vampire villain that is specifically tied to Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think Morbius has fought Blade before, too, but...
Yeah. The name sounded familiar. I was like, I swear I remember a vampire movie that was Morbius, but I guess it's Blade.
Anyway, Morbius is gonna have his own solo film called Morbius.
Gotcha. Morbius. The Morbius. More.
Like, I think Morbius will be a fine movie, but I'm waiting for the day that Sony understands that they suck at making Spider-Man films.
Well, why do you think they've offloaded it to Marvel?
Well,
Again,
I'm just waiting for the day that they just magically get his rights, all of them.
Here's the thing. Okay. Was the Venom movie PG-13 or R?
R.
Because they seem to be very good at making like more R-rated movies. Why don't they just make an agreement with Sony that's like, hey, we'll give you the rights to make all the R-rated Marvel movies. You can do Deadpool R-rated. Have like Ryan Reynolds as the actor.
Like
have Venom and Spider-Man or whatever. You can have all the rights to the characters, to every character. Like, you can have the rights to every MCU character in your universe as long as it's R-rated and is separate from our universe. You can have the same actors, but the events do not tie into each other, and you have your own R-rated universe. I think it would honestly work well. They could even share the fucking staff.
But here's the inherent problem with that.
Yeah.
No one would like that.
I don't think no one would like that. Are you seriously saying you wouldn't like to see R-rated Deadpool showing up and just like memeing off of Venom?
I mean, while I think that'd be cool, the thing is, a lot of people just want all the Marvel characters just to be a part of the MCU with every movie.
I agree, but again,
No! I found it! No! I just looked up and I saw it was shiny. I'm like, oh shit!
Hey guys! Remember that thing when younger bro has said multiple occasions that he absolutely pays attention to the game?
Well, I was explaining shit to you and I have to play a game right now while playing a game, so, my god.
Oh, that's fucking great.
I just look up and it's magically shiny.
You're never living this down. Just, my god. That's perfect.
If I would have ran from that.
I would love that would have been great.
My heart would have been broken.
That would have been great.
We did get one, though. I'm saving.
Would have been great. I would have laughed. Everyone would just look at you and be like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, my heart would have stopped. I would have died right here on camera for you guys because of that. Anyway, what was I talking about?
Yeah, that's a good fucking question.
Stuff about Morbius, stuff about, oh yeah, how about people want.
Yeah, oh yeah. So anyways, no, here's the problem though. That isn't gonna happen. Here's the thing. The MCU is great and all. The MCU has a lot of good characters. In fact, they have almost all the characters now. But here's the fundamental problem. Spider-Man is still the biggest Marvel character. And Sony, the problem with Fox is Fox kept making shitty movies they couldn't do anything with because they didn't want to give up the license. They held hope they could make a good movie and make money on it. But they couldn't make good movies. Sony can make competent Spider-Man movies. And it doesn't matter how good or bad they are, the character will sell because Spider-Man's that popular. Sony has no incentive to ever sell that character, and never will. Like, we will never, ever have Spider-Man be in the MCU and not be owned by Sony. It's not gonna happen.
I mean, as long as he's in the MCU, that's what matters to me.
And that's why I'm saying, I think that Disney could, if they were willing to do this, be able to make a deal with Sony to be like, okay, we both want to have our own cinematic universes, and you seem to be a lot better at making R-rated movies than us. We'll give you the R-rated movies. You can have all the characters as R-rated, as long as we get all the characters as PG-13. And we'll just continue to own the rights to the characters we own, but we will agree to share them completely equally.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just hopeful that Disney will just make exceptions for Marvel movies and just let them be R-rated occasionally.
I hope so too. I would love to see
because
R-rated.
Blade.
Yeah, I would love to see R-rated movies that are MCU. That's one of the things that that's one of the reasons people have wanted Disney to not own Marvel. It's not because Marvel doesn't make them a lot of money, or Disney doesn't make very good Marvel movies, but it's the fact that Marvel, separate from Disney, could have both the MCU and other interpretations, like R-rated Deadpool. So it's like you could have an R-rated cinematic universe and a PG-13 cinematic universe separately. But because Disney doesn't want that, they're not doing it. I think that's what they should do. I think they should just have separate R-rated cinematic universe and a PG-13 cinematic universe, and have the characters in both of them.
Yeah, because here's the thing. So we've talked about Blade a little bit.
Yeah.
Blade is an incredibly violent person.
Yeah. Blade, Ghost Rider to some extent, and Deadpool just don't fit the best in the normal cinematic universe.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. And again, it's not that they're bad characters. They just aren't written to be PG-13.
Yeah.
They're written to piss you off. They're written to be, like, very violent. Lots of blood, lots of gore. None of this, like, kiddie crap.
Exactly. Like, Blade's gonna be definitely serious about everything.
Why?
That's his character. Heck, he's even butted heads with Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to love this Blade. This Blade is going to be an amazing part of the MCU.
Yep.
I'm just hopeful that they'll make exceptions for some characters.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I think it's more likely we're gonna lose the very nice I'm looking here.
Deadpool movies.
The very nice Deadpool movies with their R-rated bits for the full MCU, and that's the problem you get in this case.
Okay, like, I'm sure there's still going to be blood and gore with Deadpool. There's no doubt about that.
Maybe.
But scenes where...
But Deadpool is known for... Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine Deadpool 2 being in the MCU? Like, can you really imagine just...
Kind of.
Can you imagine the couch scene in an official MCU movie?
Honestly, if Disney would get off their asses and allow it, then yes, I could.
You could, but again, you've got to remember, it's not about what Disney wants. It's not Disney sitting here and saying, we don't want Deadpool to be R-rated in our PG-13 movies. It's that Disney wants the MCU to be an everyone can watch it thing. And Deadpool 1 and 2 are not that. They are not meant to be enjoyed by everyone. They are meant to be R-rated movies enjoyed by some people. Disney wants everyone, not some.
Well, here's the thing. Deadpool is enjoyed by everyone.
That's fair. But they're not supposed to be enjoyed by people under 18.
I know.
And that's the point. Disney doesn't want under 18 people to have to ask for permission to watch their movies. They want them to just be able to walk in and watch them at their own discretion.
Yeah, and I to an extent understand that, but
It sucks, but that is the state of the world of its. They have to cater to what is the rating board named? I don't remember. Whatever the film rating board is, that gives PG and PG.
Yeah, the corporation that is over that.
Is. They have to kowtow to what they accept as PG and PG-13. There's nothing more they can do. And I can sit back and say that they need to completely redefine what is PG and PG-13 and R and, whatever, but it doesn't matter.
What does PG-13 mean again?
Minor adult situations. Usually 1 to 2 curses, and no more. Yeah. See why I'm saying that, good luck with Deadpool?
Yeah. Also, minor adult situations for, cussing? No.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is the character is literally the merc with the mouth.
Well, I'm saying, in all the films, they cuss a lot.
Hey, I'm pretty sure that Captain America was very clear that they don't.
Language, did you really just tell me that?
Yup.
Sorry, caught up in the moment. I do like how they made a whole bit about that. That was funny.
It was very good.
Language!
Okay, we are basically at the first hour, so I'm just gonna actually log into Twitch, because I haven't been logged in this entire time. I also haven't been doing the thing I've been trying to do this entire time, so...
Yeah, we've been talking about MCU.
We've been talking too much. We need to fucking shut up so I can run the damn ads. Hello, Yeesh.
Hey, Yeesh, it's been a while.
Okay,
we just got our first shiny Staryu.
Thank goodness.
After 2 weeks of not shiny hunting.
Because of, events beyond our control.
Yes.
Anyways, as I was saying, I'm gonna run the actual ads now, since it's an hour in. So we'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, ads.
Not that we'll go anywhere.
I love watching the ads. They are so inspirational.
Okay, now you're just insulting everyone's intelligence.
You know what? I'm definitely gonna buy this card that it's advertising. I'm totally gonna buy the Chevy that this ad's advertising.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna spend $500,000 on it. Well, I'm just gonna put all my money in now, and I'm broke.
Younger bro doesn't seem to understand the value of a dollar.
I just can't. I got another Skyward Sword ad again. I can't wait to play that on the Switch. We get to play it next week. Yay! Stick around for that. Ah, ad, why? It burns! We run ad every hour. That's what we do. But yeah, older bro's gonna be happy next week when we don't play Yoshi no more. I like Yoshi too. It's just we're not 100%ing it. Like we're technically on the post game right now for Yoshi. You gotta stop slamming the door, man. So my Switch is gonna have to spend the night with you probably. Yeah, older bro is playing Yoshi's Crafted World right now. I mean, we both are. It's 2-player. Our rule is if it can be co-opted, then we're gonna play it that way. So say I get a Call of Duty game and it's a 2-player story mode, then me and older bro will both play it. That's how we do multiplayer games. Well, I should say specifically 2-player games. Because multiplayer games are who's ever available. Because we have a lot of friends that play with us. Like, I think I have over 40 people in my Discord. And only some of them will play certain games. I'll be happy if we find the second shiny Staryu. Because once we get that, I'm done with this hunt and I can move on to a better hunt. Because guys, at first I enjoyed shiny hunting on water, but after a while, like shiny hunting on water in this game is not fun. It's a bunch of just dodging Pokemon and I don't like it. Makes me waste a lot of lures. Yeah, if anybody tells you that buying max lures takes a lot of money, it does, but oh no. Honestly, I don't think it's that hard to save up money in this game because I have a way I can save up money and I actually don't have to battle. It's a lot of grinding though, and it takes about a day to get done. Magical. Older bro's gonna come back soaked. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one going crazy about shiny hunting on water. Well, in this game specifically, I don't like shiny hunting in water. Again, the best shiny hunting I ever experienced was in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Loved it. I'd like to shiny hunt in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon again. But unfortunately, we have to emulate it because Nintendo don't want to distribute an HDMI 3DS.
Yeah. Here's the interesting question I had. So you know how the Retron 5 exists?
Retron 5, yep.
Why can't somebody just make that, but for handhelds?
Remind me what it does again.
The Retron 5 specifically is a game console made by Hyperkin that can play. You can plug in NES, SNES, Mega Drive, Genesis, and something else games. Or Saturn games and something else.
Okay.
One of those two. Genesis, Saturn, I don't remember. It's Genesis.
So just make that for handhelds.
Yeah, why can't somebody just make that? Like, just...
For all we know, someone did.
I can't find it, so. People have been asking for it. Like, I literally found a article on, I think, Reddit, where somebody was like, is there a game console that's literally just the Retron 5, but for Nintendo handhelds? So it's like, if it does, I've never found it. And neither has anyone else. So they need to be promoting it better.
Yeah, I want to say best case scenario is everything that was ever on the 3DS or the DS gets emulated to the Switch.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
I wish it would happen.
Yep.
Nintendo, please let it happen.
No.
But, nope, we're not getting that. Like, as far as I'm aware, HDMI 3DSs do exist, correct?
Technically.
Like you said, they use them to show off games at, like, E3.
Nintendo made something that either plugs into a DS or was a custom DS that was used for promotional sources from, like, different things. However, no one seems to know what it is, and no one outside of Nintendo has one.
Great. Yeah, I don't know if... So, what people have been using is the thing that you download.
Katsu Kitty and stuff. But
Yeah. Is Katsu Kitty still...
bankrupt.
Yeah, I was about to say they bankrupt.
Yeah.
What's the thing that people use now?
Good question.
Now, is Katsu Kitty... did they actually make a DS compatible with HDMI?
Yeah, they were the ones well known for
I wonder how hard it is to find a Katsu Kitty 3DS.
it. I haven't yet.
You haven't found one?
I haven't, like, found one that wasn't, like, extremely expensive.
Yeah, I'm planning to maybe save up for one if I can find one after I get my PC. Because I would very much like to not emulate anymore,
Yeah.
like 3DS and DS games, because there are just some games where I'm like, no, we have to play them on the DS. Like, Fossil Fighters is one of those games that I wouldn't like to emulate, but we are forced to.
Yeah.
Because the thing is...
Because the thing is, this exists for Game Boy. Retron specifically, / Hyperkin, sells Retron SQ HD gaming console for Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy.
So we can do it for Game Boy games.
Yes, but we already have the, the GameCube version of that.
Yeah, true.
Like, so it's like we don't even. That's the one we don't need.
And plus, it's
Nintendo
actually
released that officially. It's like,
yeah, and plus we have already said it's better. It looks better emulated anyway.
yes, that's the problem. Is emulators almost always are better than the actual official hardware at doing the same thing.
Yes, but there are some games where I'm like, no, we have to play it on the DS, like Frost Fires, for example. The mechanic where you have to blow into the mic to clear away dust while you're,
Yep.
Excavating the fossil.
Yep.
How are we gonna do that emulated?
Good question.
Like, we'd need a software that clears it away, like a brush or something. Yeah, why didn't they just make a brush option?
Probably damage it.
Brushing wouldn't damage a fossil?
Oh no, sorry, not the fossil. I thought you were talking about a brush for like the console.
No.
Instead of blowing into it.
No, I'm talking about for the game design's perspective. Maybe they didn't have
Some of the games had that.
a brush?
Maybe not Fossil Fighters, but I thought.
Yeah, not Fossil Fighters.
I thought one of the fossil-based games had that.
I
I can't remember.
couldn't tell you which one.
Yeah.
But yeah, falsifiers didn't have that. Maybe it's because there was not enough room to have something like that. So they're like, okay, just blow into the mic and it will clear away the dust. So I literally have to practice with the dust on screen and get 100 points for a couple fossils, because if we don't, I might not be able to beat the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to have over, I think it's over 70 points for each fossil in order to beat the game, including the post-credits.
Yeah.
Not post-credits, post-game. So, I don't even know if we'll be able to beat the post-game. I have confidence that we can beat the stories, but post-game, for the first game specifically, probably not. And for the first game, we might do the post-game story, but we won't do everything post-game. Because you have to get all the legendary creatures, like the legendary dinosaurs, like going through like the tournament a few times. Stuff like that. I might not do that because the people we fight are so strong that they just have better, like, creatures than what we would probably have. But anyways, it's games like Falsifiers that I'm like, we need to play it on the 3DS if we can find an HDMI 3DS. That'd be very nice. I think older bro's looking up something.
I am looking up things. Well, that was the whole plan, was I was going to be looking up things, but I'm currently not.
I want my white ass Staryu. Like, it's clearly white. Shut up and be shiny already, Staryu. Stop walking away from me and be shiny.
Yeah, then they also have the Retron 77.
Yeah.
Which is for the Atari 2600.
Okay. But they have everything except for handhelds.
It looks like they're no longer selling the Retron 5. Or, well, maybe not selling it, but it looks like, one of the things that people have complained about for a long time for the Retron 5 was that Retron 5 is, shit.
Don't they break down?
Yes. So it seems like what they're now doing is rather than... It looks like they're now,
Excuse me.
More advertising the separate copies. So instead of doing Retron 5 specifically, they'll do like Retron 1, 2, or 3, whichever one has the cartridge ones, and they have one for handhelds.
So there is one for the 3DS.
No. There's just one currently for Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color.
Damn it.
But it looks like they're no longer... They used to have one that was SNES, NES, Famicom, Genesis, Mega Drive, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. It was like all in one. And it's like, it looks like they're not doing that anymore. Oh, well, yeah. There it is. Hyperkin Retron 5 out of stock. For Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, Super SNES, NES, Super Famicom, Genesis, Mega Drive, and Master Systems.
Okay.
But it looks like they no longer do that one, because I'm guessing having all those emulators in it might have caused problems.
Yeah, I probably broke it.
So it looks like now what they're doing is they have one for NES and SNES, one for Genesis Mega Drive, one for Master System, one for Game Boy Advance Color and
So that's the only handheld they did
yes. They have yet to ever do one
for
that's
DS and
anything.
3DS.
I'm still wondering if it's illegal. There might be like if I had to bet, there's probably a patent limit. Like they have to wait for patents to expire before they can create them.
That sucks.
I don't know the answer to that actually. I literally don't know why they haven't done it. Because it seems like something they do.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the reason we're talking about this so much, guys, is because we really, really would like to record DS and 3DS games. DS games are not too much of a problem. We can emulate those. 3DS games is when we start having problems. Because I only know of one decent 3DS emulator, and from what I hear, it's not finished yet. That's the last I've heard of it. It's still not finished.
Yep.
I know they got all the Pokemon games fine. But outside of those games, I don't think they got everything yet. I mean, it's 2021. They probably had a lot of time to get it done, but I'm not sure yet. I mean, they were probably cooped up in their garage or house for a long time. You're like, you know what? We can probably finish the emulator. Yeah, what I've seen other people do is they just record the top screen of their DSs. The problem we're having is we want to record both the top and the bottom.
Yeah, so I did look it up. It is the patents. So the NES and SNES patents. NES's patent expired in 2003.
Okay.
So, they're probably having to wait on it.
When did the patents expire for DS?
Well,
3DS.
I think it's 70 years. Its patents are very long. I'll look up patents.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
So, not our lifetime.
I mean, it could still be in our lifetime. Maybe not our YouTube.
Oh, no, here it is. In the U.S., under patent law, the patent is 20 years.
Okay.
So, when did the DS first come out? Or when the DS last come out?
2006?
Many years. Let me look up Nintendo DS patent.
It's gonna expire soon.
But yeah, that's probably why they don't have one specifically for that.
They're probably waiting on the 3DS patent too. That way they can have them both on one console.
Honestly, they'll probably just do one. Well, here's actually the thing. I don't think... That's a real question. Could they sue over that? Because, okay, emulators are not illegal. You can just make an emulator of any console, no matter what, whenever. Like, there are Switch emulators right now. Those do not infringe a patent. The question is... So...
I think this console is just an emulator, but in physical form.
Yes, but that's the patent.
Oh.
The software, you can't exactly... You can patent software, but it doesn't work the same way. You can't patent something doing something. You have to patent how it does it. So you can patent your method of emulation. You can't patent all methods of emulation. But the thing is, they can patent the mechanism that the cartridge uses to connect the emulator. So you know how you put the cartridge in and it literally connects to something inside that, has contacts?
Yeah.
You can patent that. So the question I'm asking though is this. Can they sue? Would they be able to sue if a DS cartridge was made to also read 3DS cartridges? Because the mechanism has to be the same, right?
Yes, it is similar.
So I think in theory, once the DS patent expires, they could probably just put a 3DS emulator in the hardware as well. I can't imagine that would be illegal. So they might not have to wait for the 3DS patent to expire, but they might also wait because they don't want Nintendo to even think about suing.
Yeah, that's why I think they'd wait.
Yeah.
So yeah, when did the DS last come out?
The patent for the Nintendo DS was filed in 2007. So
2027.
yeah. The earliest Retron is probably going to make a DS Retron would be 2027.
Bless you.
So a while. So let's say it this way: better things may be coming, but as of this moment, it does not exist.
We might get the 3DS one as well in our lifetime. We'd be in our 30s, but we'll get it.
Yeah, again, I love the fact that patents are 20 years. Copyright is 70 years after the author dies.
Yeah.
So it's like 170 fucking years. Patents are 20 years. I feel like there's some bullshit. See, I have long since said I will never be elected to office. You know what I should do? I should actually run as an independent candidate. It's probably the only political party to win the Senate. I should just run in the independent party.
Yeah.
I would never get elected, but I would love to scream at people. But anyways, separately from that. One of the things I have advocated for heavily is copyright needs to be reduced not to 70 years, like not to the life of the copyright holder, not to 70 years, not to 50 years, but to 20 years maximum. Copyrights do not need to exist any longer than patents do.
Yeah.
Hell, you know what? Or alternatively, I'll give you a different option. Copyright.
But I understand like trying to steal someone's work. So
yeah, but that's what copyright's for. There's a difference between stealing somebody's work and saying you can never make anything related to this for 170 years.
That's official.
Yes. It's actually like 250 years, I think, for corporations. So
My
it's usually like 200.
God.
It's a bit longer, but same thing. Same problem. But how about this? I'll give you a better deal, copyright holders. And I think you'll like this. We will allow you infinite copyright, never expires, under one major change. You no longer have the right to exclusive copyright. You can have Nintendo or Pokemon and say that this is the Nintendo official Pokemon, but that anyone can make Pokemon. Then you can have it for as long as you want. And it will just mean that you get an official seal on it that says, this is made by Nintendo. But anyone else can make Pokemon, it just doesn't have your seal on it. Can't see his name from here. I'm gonna have to hold on. Let me check
fan of Pokemon,
Oh,
which
fan
is a
of
great
Pokemon.
name.
Good name.
We're shiny hunting for Staryu. We just got our first one
So now I guess
an
we're
hour
shiny hunting for
ago.
Starmie.
No, 30 minutes ago. Yeah. So honestly, we could find shiny Starmie.
Yeah. Staryu
Because
Starmie.
Starmie and Staryu, appear on
both
this
here.
route. So,
Eventually,
I-
any one of it.
it would be a miracle if I found Starmie while hunting
would be great.
Staryu. Guys, have we had that happen yet?
I feel like we have.
Like where I'm hunting one, like say I'm hunting Nidoran and I find Nidorina. Like have we had that happen yet? We've been doing this for about a year, like 2 years now, right?
I can't remember anymore. Sure.
So,
it's been a while. But yeah,
I don't know if
swear
that
we have, but
happened.
I can't remember.
I think that may have happened for Caterpie.
Yeah.
Like Caterpie and I found a Metapod.
Looking for gold and found platinum. You're talking about the
The
Pokemon
game.
games, right?
Yeah, the games.
He's out in the middle of a mine digging up gold and found platinum instead.
Yeah, well, you see, I was playing Minecraft.
I mean, sure, that works too. Oh, speaking of that, I think I talked about that. They added copper to Minecraft finally.
Yes, you did tell me
Yeah,
that they
it's
added
just
copper.
I just love the fact that Minecraft is slowly just stealing content from the mods. Just being like, become smaller, please.
Yeah, I mean, we have an official Jurassic World thing for Minecraft. We have official Star Wars, I think.
Yeah,
yeah,
Minecraft-
they're slowly
Minecraft's-
making their own
Minecraft
mods.
just added their first like actual machines that weren't just like the furnace.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they added like another machine. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, what? Yeah, some machines you just have to figure out how to, like, build with certain blocks. And that's how Minecraft works.
Well, yes. Congratulations, you have explained Minecraft.
Yeah, the best I ever did was I could build a door. Like, when I say a door, I mean like a drawbridge door.
Yeah.
That's the best I've ever done. And that was hard to figure out.
Yeah. By the way,
I don't even remember how to do it.
speaking of Minecraft machines for a second,
Uh-huh.
did you ever see the mod Create? I think it was Create.
I don't know.
So the specific Minecraft mod was, their entire thing was they disliked, so basically, one of the things in Minecraft modding, if you've ever played Minecraft and ever seen Minecraft modding, people love to talk about the magic machines.
I've heard of a phrase like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Either Chansey or Pidgey.
Yeah, for us it was heavily Pidgey. Like, we lost count after 60.
Well, we've also found a lot of Chansey, let's be honest.
Chansey, I lost
We
count.
get angry when we find Chansey
Yeah.
at this point.
Chansey, we're up to like 23.
Yeah.
We found more Pidgey than Chansey right now.
Well, yes, but we stopped counting Pidgey, so who knows at this point.
Yes.
Um,
We're probably at
anyways,
100 plus.
Getting back to it. So, if you played a lot of Minecraft modded, there's a concept known as a magic machine.
And I've heard of that term.
Which is basically just the idea that a lot of Minecraft mods that add machines just allow you to basically just have, like, you know, inputs on whatever side you want, outputs on whatever side you want. It's a one-block item, so it's basically just, like, effectively magic. The Create mod, again, I think it was Create, was like, okay, we don't like that. So instead of doing magic machine, we're gonna have an entire in-world crafting system. So rather than having almost any machines, they had, like, you know, grind wheels, which were large, physical, in-world wheels. You literally had to, on conveyor belts, drop items through to grind them.
Oh,
And turn them into other
what?
machines. And they had, like, water wheels.
We-
You needed to turn water to power them.
We
Stuff
are
like that.
catching every Pokemon that is in this game.
Yeah. We
So
are,
effectively, we are doing the
It's-
living dex,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we are getting every shiny Pokemon that we can, except for, I guess, Mew and Meltan and Melmetal.
Like I said, guys, I'm gonna try to get those somehow.
And the fossils.
Yeah,
Fossils are...
we are not shiny hunting the damn fossils anymore. We tried and we discovered that the shiny charm don't affect it. Fuck the fossils.
But as much as we possibly can, we are going for every shiny Pokemon.
So I guess it's a normal shiny dex in
It's-
effect.
yeah.
Like, for what's on screen, we're going for normal shiny dex. And we want, by the end, the shiny living dex. But, going back to talk about Minecraft.
Yeah, so yeah, that was the create mod, basically. Is that their whole thing was that they don't like in-world machines, and they're more like, let's just have... Oh yeah, we have evolved. We're doing evolved and not evolved.
Yes, we're doing evolved and not evolved.
So yes, living Pokédex.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Again, we're not doing full 150 because they're again getting. Well, I guess we're not doing full 150 only because the fossils are full odds, and we shiny hunted them for like 10 streams, and we're just like, we can't find it.
Well, like I said, I'm gonna try it.
But
I'm gonna try to get shiny Miltank and Mew, but
yeah.
I just don't know how I'm gonna do it yet.
Yeah, ignoring the fossils, though, we are going for everything. And we are so far down to... What are we down to now?
Like 5 or 6 Pokemon left.
Yeah. Kangaskhan and a couple other things. But not the legendaries. We're done with those.
Yeah, we've been done with those. We were done first year? I think it was first year. Like, we went to the legendaries pretty quickly. Because I'm like, no, we have to get them done.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. They are full odds, and it
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, guys, we would use the Masuda method if we could.
Yep. We'd love to. If you gave us eggs, we'd do them.
Yeah, I don't know if all the fossils for Kanto are in Sword and Shield. If I find that out, we might just do the fossils in Sword and Shield when we start it.
Say again?
I don't know if all the Kanto fossil Pokemon are in Sword and Shield. If that's the case, we might just save it for Sword and Shield and have those be the first thing we hunt.
They should be in Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
Diamond and Pearl has...
It all depends on what they're doing with the decks.
I'd assume they're not going to change it based on... Like, I assume they're going to keep what's normal. Or what was in the original game. So I'd assume that it's full Bashal deck.
Well, Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor added a lot of Pokemon. I don't remember
yeah.
what all they added.
I don't remember that. I don't remember them adding them. They
But
had Aerodactyl, didn't they?
I thought they added Aerodactyl, yes.
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Yeah, any of the fossil Pokemon that they added, I might just save it for those, and we'll finish off our entire Kanto when we start Sword and Shield.
There you go. Sword and Shield missing Pokemon.
Just look up Sword and Shield Kanto Pokemon.
I'm doing.
Because I don't remember what all they added. I know it was like 200 Pokemon each.
Looks like they're all in there.
All of them?
Looks like it. Because the Game Rant, I'm going off the Game Rant article. It's saying from Crown Tundra and those Gen 1 is missing 34 Pokemon. And it's Weedle line, Pidgey line, Rattata line, Spearow line, Ekans, Paris, Venonat, Mankey, Bellsprout, Geodude, Doduo, Seal, Grimer, Drowsy, and Voltorb lines. Everything else is in.
Alright, yeah, we might just save the fossils for Sword and
They
Shield then.
should be.
Maybe look up a second article just to make sure.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
But I still don't know how I'm going to get Mew and Milton, guys, because Milton, I missed the event
I'll go
twice.
To Cerebi themselves and their shitty layout.
Like, I missed the Milton event twice, and it pissed me off. And I didn't get any shiny once I got started in the event.
100 billion lines are one of every Pokemon. One of every Pokemon. Arceus is literally one of the Pokemon.
And he could.
As soon as Arceus is included in your list, Arceus wins.
Yeah, because he would erase him from existence.
Hell, Palkia and Dialga would probably win on their own.
Because that's...
Once you include Godmon, there is no replacement.
That's
no argument.
That's effectively what you're doing when you're putting, say, a human up against a person with magical powers.
Basically. This is the reason that people don't like me when it comes to these questions, because I've been asked, like, what Pokemon would you choose if you had to get any Pokemon?
Yeah, and you always say Arceus because you'll just create everything
you
for you.
always choose literal, actual Poké-God, because you get every Pokemon out of the deal. Literally cheat.
Yeah, he would bring Pokemon into this world. I love it.
Legendary needed is Kyogre. Yeah, flood the whole planet. Like,
for the longest time, Kyogre was my favorite Pokemon, and then Gen 5 happened.
Yeah. Hell, just get Mega Rayquaza. It's so uber tier that nothing can kill it.
Yeah, it's in a tier.
Yeah, there is
Rayquaza OP.
Yeah, it's so unfair. Again, Spatial, Rend, and Roar of Time automatically win. Surf automatically wins.
But
like there are so many Pokemon moves that can just instantaneously eradicate all life on Earth.
Yeah, like any amount of Pokemon could beat any amount of animals we have here on this planet.
Yeah, well, any amount is a strong statement, because Pikachu would probably lose to like a Rhino. Maybe. But, like, again, it depends. Depends on, like, factors. But Magikarp would lose to any number of, like, animals. So it's like, saying any is a strong statement, but
depends on the Magikarp, too. Depends on the Magikarp, too, because some Magikarp no tackle.
Or higher. Yeah. But yeah, it's like if you're doing one of every Pokemon versus 100 billion of every animal, it's like, once you say every Pokemon, you have to include literal Poké-God, and Pokemon wins.
Yes.
Yeah. There was a move that they got rid of, but I can't remember what it was, but it was basically just, it was one of the, like, it wasn't Slash, but it was like another hop-based move.
Bounce.
Yeah, they got rid of Bounce. It's like, why didn't you get rid of Hop? Or, Splash. So, like, Splash means Hop.
Because Splash is Magikarp's
But it's a
thing.
meme! Just let it use Tackle at level 1!
Or Water Gun.
Hell, give it Bubble! You hated that move so much, just get rid of Splash and you give it Bubble.
Yeah, because there's gotta be a point in time when Magikarp isn't Magikarp.
Yeah, it's called when it's Gyarados.
True.
When it becomes slightly more uber.
Wait, when it becomes an Uber?
Yeah.
Taxi!
Taxi? No. You're thinking of Latios and Latios. They're the taxis.
damn good taxi to me. It's free.
Yeah. 100 billion lines or Gardevoir. Depends. Is Gardevoir's is
What
is
Gardevoir
all the
moves
lore
are.
about Gardevoir true?
What's the lore about it?
Gardevoir can create miniature black holes to protect his trainer.
Yes.
So
That is true. That is true.
then Gardevoir wins. It can summon literal black holes. It might kill the rest of the planet with it, but it wins.
It fucking wins. Because nothing survives a black hole.
I like how the response to that wasn't yes, it was Gardevoir can summon black holes. That's what the answer to that question was. It was not, that's the only lore that matters.
Nah, Gardevoir goes up to the lions while they're sleeping and they use Dream Eater.
Can Gardevoir learn?
Yes. Yes.
That doesn't seem like a Gardevoir move.
Yeah, it can learn Dream Eater.
Yeah, like, ugh. The Pokedex isn't really accurate. That's true.
That is 100% true.
Yeah, imagine
But we
an
like to
accurate
believe it
Pokedex.
is.
Yeah, remember when they said that Slugma was, like, hotter than the surface of the sun?
That was Slugma?
It was something like that. I don't remember which one it was.
I don't
but
know
it
if that was
Magmar or
Slugma.
Slugma or one of them. It was like, they're hotter than the surface of the sun. It's like, what?
How the fuck can he stand on Earth?
Here, I think it was 50 million degrees or something.
That might have been Groudon?
I don't remember, but it's... here we go. Yeah, here we go.
It's been a while since I read the decks.
Here's one of them. Game data.
Game data.
Macargo's
It is in
body temperature is approximately 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Macargo?
Macargo. That's in multiple games. They're referred to as 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
My
What?
God.
Pokemon hotter than sun.
Hotter than the sun. Oh, I don't.
Pokemon hotter than the sun is actually a Google search option.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
fan-
it is. Macargo is hotter than the surface of the sun according to the Pokedex.
like, unless their sun is more powerful than ours, like, from what I understand, it's technically our universe, but with Pokemon. But it specifically says in one of the decks that it's hotter than the surface of the sun.
The sun has less than 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Our sun,
Our
correct?
sun is cooler on its surface than 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
So we...
Macargo is canonically hotter than the surface of our sun.
Yeah, our sun.
Yes. So that
Their
means
sun, we don't know.
Yeah, but it just walks up to you and you just die from literally melting.
How the hell can you even stand next to it? How can trainers use it in a battle?
One of every Mega. Megas include Mega Rayquaza, who
Yes.
is so powerful that it was. When you have a Mega so powerful that the Uber tier of tournaments has to ban you, and it literally bans nothing. The Megas win.
Yeah, Mega Mewtwo too, because...
Yeah, Mega Mewtwo wins. Mega Rayquaza comes in, kills everyone, then kills Mega Mewtwo just because.
Yes. It could too.
Yes. Mega Rayquaza can literally out-tank Blissey.
Yeah.
It can literally take more. It has more
It can
health than
fuck
Blissey.
over Blissey.
Yeah. Blissey, the Uber tank, is just like, no. sorry, girl. Fuck off.
Yeah. Blissey's on drugs while Rayquaza's on crystal meth.
A Pidgey can beat 1 billion lions.
There's some truth to that.
Depends. What moves does it know? Is it just Sand Attack? Because if so, no.
I mean, it
might
can
not
lower...
even- here's the thing. A Pidgey at level, 5 may not even be able to beat 1 billion lions with, with like tackle and sand attack. If it's forced to fight, it can obviously just fly away. But like, if it actually has to win,
Yeah, I think Pidgey would still win.
but yeah, like if you start including Gust and like the actual move fly and like,
Well, doesn't every Pidgey know, including at level 1, now Gust and like Tackle?
I don't know if it knows Gust at level 1. I'm not sure on that, but it's if not, it's very low level. So it's like yeah, once you start getting into just Gust, it's like yeah. The Lions are probably not going to win.
I mean, I know Pidgey can be bred into knowing Gust at level 1.
Well, yeah, obviously. It can...
And that's what I've done, that's how I know.
Yeah, it can... You can have egg moves with your moves, yeah, that's normal. But I don't know if that's normal as a level 1, but that's not the point. Point is, yeah, once you start teaching it basically anything, it's like, nah, Pokemon wins.
Yeah, pretty much in every situation. Okay. Normally,
yeah,
Pokemon
in most situations, Pokemon win.
Have a death battle.
They did. It was called Pokemon versus Digimon, and Pokemon lost.
Yeah. But here's the thing, I understand why Pokemon lost, and it sucked.
Pokemon are relatively balanced. Digimon aren't. It's Metronome. Togepi wins unless it uses self-destruct. In which case, it will just nuke all the lions.
It will just nuke the playing field.
It still kills all the lions, but it dies, so it's a tie. So unless it fucks up so much that it ties, probably still Togepi. Although I think we're at the point where there's now so many lions that they've covered the surface of the Earth multiple times. And at that point, I'm not sure that this fight is still fair.
Yeah, it's been quadrupled.
I think we've reached a ludicrous point from which there is no continuance. We cannot go further.
But I think the only Pokemon that even has a chance against the Digimon would actually be Arceus or Rayquaza.
Rayquaza probably because it's so broken, but the problem is that Pokemon and Digimon are not balanced at the same level. Because like, yeah. Because they specifically did not Seraphimon, they specifically did Renamon versus Lucario. So it's like...
Didn't Lucario win that?
I don't actually remember. I think they didn't. I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lucario won that.
It's been years. The one problem with Lucario... Here's the one problem with Lucario versus Renamon, though. Renamon is a rookie.
Yes, it's rookie-level Digimon.
For no reason. It literally could and should just be
Diamond Storm.
A champion level. And, so it's at the same level. So it is at the same level as, Riolu. Well, it's actually much stronger than Riolu, but, like, it's in the same category as Riolu's supposed to be.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure Lucario won that fight.
I feel like I've seen maybe one, but it's been years, so I'm just gonna say no.
Pokemon Battle Royale? Like the Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard? I saw that one.
But I don't think I've seen anything else.
I've seen all the death battles. If we're specifically talking about death battle. The YouTube channel that Rooster Teeth owns.
No, it's Terminal Montage, apparently.
Oh, I know of Terminal Montage. I know one of my friends watches them. I have not seen them. Because we want actual, like, definitive proof that Pokemon wins in every...
Definitive proof.
Yeah.
We want definitive proof that this fantasy franchise will beat this other fantasy
we,
franchise in a fantasy fight.
We want Death Battle to analyze the
Their
weapons, armor, and skills. Yeah.
Yeah, weapons, armor, and skills, yeah.
If we don't have that, it's not a valid fight.
I'm gonna look up Renamon versus Lucario transfer.
Yeah, because all their DBX stuff is fans decide who won.
DBX is fans decide, and any of the other ones that they've done were always voted on by the staff. They basically were like, yeah, we think this one would win, and that was it. They didn't have real reason for that. They're just like, we want this one to win.
Okay. Yeah, I saw their... They have a lot of DBX going on right now, and I think that's because they're taking a break from Death Battle. Oh, I don't even remember what the next Death Battle is going to be.
Yeah, it does sound cool. Here it is,
Sounds interesting, but again, it's the inherent problem to me is it's not Death Battle. It's a Death Battle, but it's not the Rooster Teeth owned Death Battle. Death battles are BS.
There it is. Yeah, Lucario
they may be BS, but they're probably the most accurate than any other battle royale on YouTube.
I would say it's not a problem. Yeah, it's the thing of they probably analyze the most. But the problem is people are always going to not like their results because it doesn't matter who they say wins. The whole point of their battles is let's take this popular character and this other popular character that are connected in some way and have them fight. Someone's going to not be happy with the result, no matter what they decide.
Yeah, but even if people are unhappy, they literally lay out to you the truth about it.
Yeah. And that's the problem. It's like, there's an argument either way. Like, you can say, like, yeah, let's base this on what Nintendo says the Pokemon can do based on what the game says. But, like, on some level, Nintendo themselves don't understand what the Pokemon can do. Like, the Pokemon Company can't even decide on how big, not Smeargle, what's the one Pokemon? Yellow, wings, girl for a tail.
Dunsparce?
Yeah. Pokemon Company can't even decide on what Dunsparce is supposed to be sized at.
I mean, I get that.
Like, so, like, that's the problem. On one hand, you can completely agree with whatever the Pokemon Company says, and that's, I mean, canon. But at the same time, a lot of their decisions are stupid when it comes to canon. Like, for example, miniature black holes, hotter than the sun's skin.
The anime.
The anime. Whatever. Or you could be like, well, we're gonna base this on what the moves do and how strong they'd be based on real-life physics, which also has flaws and doesn't make sense because it's a fantasy game. So it's like, no matter your analysis, there's always gonna be flaws.
Yeah, there's some truth to that.
So.
But yeah,
But yeah, I do, but talking about Death Battle, like, being a bit crap, though. Well, yeah, but the Pokédex is in the games in the anime, primarily, so... but no, anyways, getting back to the argument, though, a lot of people specifically were pissed off at Death Battle for that fight.
Which one?
Renamon.
Renamon?
Yeah, because their argument was that the only reason they did Lucario versus Renamon and not Lucario versus anything Renamon evolves into was to net Pokemon away.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that argue that. And it's like, but at the same time, I'm like, guys.
Pokemon won a Digimon fight.
Sure.
But.
And yeah, you could say that it was just to do that, but at the same time, who else would you have paired
Lucario with? Yeah, I don't know too much
like,
about Digimon, and Renamon is the only one that comes to mind to fight Lucario, to me. And I knew who Renamon was, because I watched the anime.
Yeah, because, like, exactly. It's like, I've looked at almost every Digimon.
Yes, Lucario had the aura thing, and he's basically Goku, but a Pokemon.
Sort of, yeah. But yeah, even looking at all Digimon, I have actually, for anyone who thinks that I have not looked at Digimon, I have actually looked at every
Yeah,
Digimon.
you had to sort all of Digimon
I
at one point.
sorted literally every single Digimon ever made by Namco Bandai. I have seen literally every design ever made, and there aren't that many others they could have had did Lucario go up against. It would have been that, Angemon, and there's another one that's a human lion, or not exactly lion, but human, like, animal creature they could have had to go up against. There weren't a lot. Like, Renamon was probably the best choice. Cause
it was literally a fox versus the hound.
It really felt like the best choice for it. So it's like, you could say it was just literally to net Pokemon win. I'd be like, there wasn't a much better choice. Yeah, seriously. At least the Archie Sonic fight versus Flash was 100% off the walls great. That fight was beautiful. Just, let's pull literally everything out of our ass and see who wins.
Yeah, that one. Oh,
just
God.
Let's fight God Sonic versus God Flash.
Yeah, with Shadow versus. Have you seen Shadow versus Matoy yet?
Who?
The girl from Kill la Kill.
Oh, no.
You haven't seen that one yet?
No.
Okay,
I don't even know where I am in the list.
I won't spoil it for you then. But I was surprised with that fight.
But yeah, Sonic versus Shadow fights are kind of stupid, but at the same time, they're rivals. Like, Goku and Vegeta are gonna fight all the time.
Yeah.
Deku and, what's his face? Kachan are gonna fight all the time. That's just the normal thing. They're rivals. You have to have the rival fight. But, yeah, you're right, though. There is no stakes to the fight. Because, yeah, just pull the Chaos Emeralds out and fight over.
Fight!
Like, that's
Mortal
most fighting,
Kombat!
that's most fighting genres, though, of just, here's this ultra-powerful thing they can pull out at any time and win the fight, but for dramatic effect, let's not do that.
Yeah. Wait, did it? Nah.
Okay, I think I see why. It had so many terms that it was like, okay, this is probably second base. Because, yeah, I think it held it because of Up My Ass.
Okay.
It literally flagged damn pretty hard on my ass. Which I'm like, okay, I think I get why. That's fine. Allow it.
But it's still gonna allow it.
I love the auto flagger flags things that aren't actually what it's flagging.
Yeah, you might have to read it to me. Because I can't see what it's saying.
It flagged it for damn pretty hard and on my ass. Which, if that was the whole sentence, I get. Sonic in the first game need to get pretty dizzy and do something weird and get an emerald. Sonic and Death Battle with emeralds on store on my ass. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
It's fair.
Like,
yeah.
how
But
does...
they can't not bring up the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah.
That's his main thing. Well, I guess they'll bring his main thing, but...
Yeah, they literally analyze the battle if he has the...
Yeah, so it's like...
Chaos gems. Like,
Exactly.
giving each character the best odds.
Yeah, well, the best odds within reason. They don't... Because, like, for example, Goku Superman, they specifically were like, we're not going to analyze, like, Blue Sun Superman or whatever.
Yeah.
We're just basing it on Yellow Sun Earth Superman versus Goku.
And here's the problem. Even if Goku had Ultra Instinct, I still think he'd lose. Because the problem with Ultra Instinct right now is it goes out after a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Like, he can't sustain the form for too long.
Just make Sonic run around the world and just casually find the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, I mean, basically. I mean, to be honest, it's not even that hard half the time. It's like usually it's just go talk to Knuckles. He probably has one. Go talk to Rouge. She probably has one.
Go talk to Eggman. He has the rest.
Yeah, no. Go talk to Tails. He probably has 2 powering his current machine. Go talk to Eggman. He probably has the rest.
Lily's the rabbit.
Lily is. I'm actually not sure. I don't know on that one.
Yeah, I don't.
I haven't seen Sonic in a long time.
And I haven't really played any of the games besides Shadow and Sonic Unleashed. I mean, I have Sonic.
Come out with Silver the Hedgehog. I'll play that.
I mean, I have Sonic Colors and I own all the classic games, but I didn't really play the classic games.
Oh, Lily from Pokemon Sun. Okay, sorry.
I thought we were still talking about Sonic.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Lily is pretty ripped.
Okay, who is the... yes, I agree with that. Lily's ripped. But who's the rabbit from Sonic?
Cream.
Cream, yes.
Yeah, Cream and Cheese, the Chow.
Yes, the Chow. Yeah, we're technically getting Sonic Colors 2 or remastered. I don't know what we're getting with that.
I've not paid attention.
I think it was announced at E3 or a little before it.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember that vaguely, but I don't remember what it was. Don't talk about Nebby. Nebby has to stay hidden in the bag. Get back in the bag.
Nebby, get your ass back in the bag.
It annoys the hell out of me that every time I think about Cosmog, it's always get in the bag.
Yes.
Hell, half the time I hear things about, like, things falling out of bags, and I think of
and
the bag
still love the fact that I don't think you've ever played Sun and Moon.
I haven't played the game!
You haven't played Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon.
the first, 30 minutes to an hour of Sun and Moon, and I still, always think of that damn quote.
Yeah, you own all these games. You own them, and you haven't. Yeah, see why you started a YouTube channel with me.
Cosmoem is literally the maximum possible weight, which is just bullshit. I'm still pissed off about Cosmoem evolving into legendaries, and I will never not be pissed off about that.
Wait.
I like Cosmog and Cosmoem. Fuck them evolving into Xerneas.
Not Xerneas. Solgaleo and Lunala. Yeah, I thought that was weird, but...
Yeah, fuck it. I refuse.
One of these days we'll get you to play those games. One of these days.
I will play them. I'll still be pissed off about it. If there was a way to get the legendaries without evolving them, I would. I would get them and just pretend they don't evolve into them.
Yeah, when I first played the game, I'm like, why the fuck haven't I found the legendary yet? Oh my god, it's been Cosmog the whole time.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I'm a purist at heart. I refuse to accept any legendary having any evolutions, ever. Again, it's not a question of, I'm not refusing to play them or anything. It's just you haven't gotten around to them.
Yeah, older bro before Two Bros Game Night.
I literally was in college at around the time those games came out, and I just never got around to playing them. There's nothing preventing me from doing it. I just never did. So,
yes.
We will play them. They're on our schedule. They'll probably come out in 3 years or whatever. But we will play them.
Yes.
So.
It's not that you don't want to.
No, I just never found the time. I also never played X and Y. Also never played,
I mean, you played a decent amount of X and Y.
Y. I didn't play X.
Yes.
Which was weird for me. And then, I didn't play Sun and Moon. Didn't play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Didn't play,
Omega Ruby, Nappa Sapphire.
Didn't play Omega Ruby, Nappa Sapphire. Played Sword and Shield.
Yes. Well, we played Sword and Shield because... yeah, we actually played it on the first day.
Yeah. Played that.
No, we actually have a good amount of Pokemon games coming out this year.
Yeah, we'll get around.
So we'll get to them.
Yeah.
Cause you're new here, I have to. I want to import a lot of series I had on my previous YouTube channel, and I played a good amount of Pokemon games. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were included, so they will be a part of that.
Yeah, we will get to them this life, guaranteed.
I'm almost done importing all my Let's Play games. I'm going to be done by this year. Streams?
No. Streams not in your life.
Stream's going to take me another 2 years. Maybe 3. And for my first channel, I was on there for about 5 years.
Yep.
So it's going to take me another 5 years to get done with all of them.
I mean, the actual answer, play both, but if you're having to choose, depends on if you played the others. Never played Gen 4.
I'd play all of them.
Yeah, if the option does not exist to play all of them, I don't know. Honestly, it really depends on whether or not you prefer.
Because Legends Arceus is not a part of Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, Legend of Arceus is a completely different game. Like, it's not even a Pokemon game. It's an open world game that's doing.
It's another side game.
It's completing the Pokédex and like studying Pokemon. It's a different kind of game entirely. So it's like if you want a standard Pokemon game, play Diamond and Pearl. If you want a different experience than any Pokemon game, play Arceus. Because, yeah, it's, like, I'm definitely interested in whatever the heck Arceus is going to be.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. Yeah, then again, I would base it entirely on if you want a standard Pokemon experience or you want to try something new. Because, I don't know.
That's what this game was.
Yeah, how the heck, I don't know. Like, it's a new Game Freak game. Game Freak has not made a new kind of game in a long time. Like, this is just not a normal game. It's like, I don't know how to feel that. So.
Yeah, Arceus is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea how to feel about it because I don't know what it is.
Also, look at it this way. Arceus is coming out in 2022, and Diamond and Pearl are coming out this year.
Yeah, so probably you'll get Diamond and Pearl because it'll be out first.
Exactly.
Yeah, Let's Go is interesting. Well, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the game series where they decided to take the Safari Zone from Gen 1 and make it the full game.
Yes. and we're also playing Pokemon Yellow right now.
We have too many Pokemon games. This is why we're spacing out the Pokemon games as a matter of rule. We're gonna have to space them out here.
I know, but shiny hunting is...
Yeah, the shiny hunting's different, I know, but it's like...
Yeah, we pretty much ignore shiny hunting.
It's the problem of we're hitting Pokemon Yellow right now, which is our actual Pokemon game. And then we're gonna have to space that out with whatever...
Next.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna be Diamond and Pearl. So that's the problem. It's like... I don't know if there's gonna be enough of a gap between those to space them out. Like, I think we'll have to just wait till after Diamond and Pearl, like any other Pokemon.
Well, here's the thing.
Aside of, like, the side series.
Yeah, well, Pokemon Yellow...
We're going Pokemon Brown Definitive Edition. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is a weird game. It's a separate series. It's not even normal Pokemon anymore.
Like, Pokemon Yellow is probably going to take the rest of this month.
Here's the thing, like, yeah, there's a lot of changes they make to this game that I really enjoy. Like, making Absorb actually, like, a strong move, I greatly enjoy. I didn't talk about Let's Go Peach and Eevee. I did play those. I played those. That was the one.
Did you play both, or did you only play Pikachu?
I played Pikachu. I never finished Pikachu, but I got
I know you
halfway
didn't.
Through. So, I didn't really feel compelled to get through it, because I was like, I've already played the game probably 3 different times. Like, I really don't need to get through I enjoyed getting all the way up to like
Yeah,
Koga.
I get through every game within like a week.
Yeah, but yeah, like I really did enjoy some of the move changes they made to this game. They were like the move powers, like power levels are very good. As much as I am annoyed by Pikachu being and Eevee being like ultra powerful, but it's whatever. They're the main Pokemon in this game. Whatever.
Exactly.
They're basically starters.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like again, I don't like that they got rid of battles. Or not battles, but like fighting wild Pokemon, like that.
Yeah, that.
I get that it's a let's go game, and they're
that
trying to make it like that. That's like
that got me, and I was mad.
Yeah, but like, and I didn't even mind.
I still don't like.
I didn't even mind if they didn't have breeding because they're like it's a Gen 1 remake. It's not gonna have breeding.
Here's the thing. I like what Sword and Shield did better because you can still find Pokemon in the overworld and still encounter them and fight them.
Yes. Sword and Shield's version, like interpretation, is much better.
Yes.
Yeah, you can still fight the legendaries, but you also
That's
have to catch
it.
them on top of that.
Yeah.
You fight them, then catch them.
Yeah, warning about the legendary Pokemon. I actually shiny failed a Pokemon for my first time, and that was Mewtwo.
Yeah, because those are fun.
Yeah, so what happened was I was fighting Mewtwo, I found it shiny, then I thought I paused it by going to this menu. What I didn't realize is the timer is still counting down, even in this menu.
Yeah.
So when I went back...
System update.
Yeah. When I went back, I only had like 2 minutes left to beat Mewtwo, and I couldn't.
Yeah, it's,
And I shiny failed it.
Yeah. I might actually have to turn you down a little bit, because you're getting very loud when you're talking normally.
I recorded that moment in its entirety. You can go check it out on YouTube, and that was my first shiny fail ever. I almost shiny failed Staryu today because I wasn't paying attention. But I'm paying attention now. Like,
yeah, you better be.
Like, I had to work on Dragon Ball Legends while I played this game because literally I don't have time after stream to do so. I'm pretty much going to bed after we stream tonight.
Makes sense. I'll try to go to bed immediately after streaming, but I won't.
But yes, it was very sad. I was depressed that I actually shiny failed a Pokemon because I hadn't before.
That was literally just, hey, I'm on the main menu. That should literally pause the game, right? Nope.
No. Well, it don't pause the time.
Yes. Yeah.
I was
As opposed to the one that almost happened today, where you literally were not paying any attention to the game. And it was just like, oh yeah, I totally can multitask and pay attention to this game. Totally. Wait, there's a shiny on screen and I'm running from it. No, don't do that.
I guess I can't do 3 things in Shiny Hunt at the same time. I was literally explaining something to you while playing.
And playing the game. It's 2 things.
I was literally explaining while playing Dragon Ball Legends and playing this game.
That's your fault for playing a game while playing a game.
I can play a game while playing a game just
You
fine.
clearly
It's just
can't.
not explaining things apparently.
Clearly you can't.
I still got it though. That's what counts.
You got it literally at the last possible second. Had you taken a second longer, you would have hit run.
You shot both of my legs, then lit me on fire. Piss off.
Yeah, you shot both. Yeah, both your legs were shot off, and you were set on fire, and you still were just barely able to live.
I can't believe Brian survived that from Stewie. Like, how the fuck did that happen?
We're turning off the switch to stop the timer. Maybe, but it also might actually, like,
That would
stop the encounter.
that would turn yeah, that would stop the encounter and stop the battle.
I think he's meaning, like, the power button. Actually pushing the power button.
Oh.
Going into sleep mode that way. Like, not the main menu, but sleep mode. Maybe?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
We don't really want to test that.
I don't want to test that. And also we can't, because we already took care of the legendary Pokemon.
Well, yes, but
So if you want to test that and let us know, please
yeah,
do so.
I feel like that should be the same thing.
Yes.
That should still be the pause menu effectively. It's just, I don't know. Yeah.
Rigbone.
You know, I love the fact that I was trying to go through this list of games and make sure that they were all still real games, and I just keep not being able to do that.
Yeah, because we're actually having conversations for
Yeah,
once.
we keep actually talking, so I can't be distracted by doing other things.
Distracting?
How dare you actually have conversations
Distracting? With me? Is this working? Yay!
I didn't even answer that question.
You didn't have to. Find the H.
I mean, there's two H's. There's the first letter of the first sentence and the first letter of the second sentence.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wait,
also
have
the
you
last
all
letter of
died?
the fourth sentence. Hello, Max on Reddit alt.
Me McDreamy. I so dreamy.
How are you today?
I want to marry this tentacle.
What?
I already left it. It's already divorced.
Where the hell is Pura here? Go away.
I wasn't trying to be Pura, but I can.
Anytime there's just random weird conversations with the female voice, it's probably Pura.
Snappity snap.
Go away. Get rid of Pura. We don't need any of that.
Come on, let's go back to our Breath of the Wild playthrough and
The
do
original
Pura.
Max on Reddit died. That's very sad.
No, let's redo the Breath of the Wild playthrough. Just I do Pura's voice for every character.
No.
Yeah, you wouldn't survive the
You're
first
not
second.
even allowed to do that in the sequel if Pura's still there. No.
It's like 20 years later and she can actually date Link.
At that point, Link would be 50.
I know.
Like, he would be an old
I
man.
know.
No. That'd be weird. Like, that would be weird even if, it'd even be weird if he was dating Zelda. Like, it'd just be like, it just wouldn't feel right. Like, up until now, they've not, like, Nintendo has been so anti, like, Link and Zelda are ever a thing. Like, in terms of, like, actually showing anything. It's just like, even if we saw that, it'd just feel weird.
Zelda dies and Mipha comes back.
Oh! I just like if Mipha came back. Again, if there's anything that actually pisses me off about Breath of the Wild, I continue to be pissed off that Mipha's dead. When she doesn't need to be.
Yeah, all the champions.
Yeah. But you see, Zelda only survived because she had the Light Force / Triforce keeping her alive. All the rest of them didn't, so they died.
Piss
Some bullshit.
off!
Yes. That's why Zelda could survive 100 years, but you know, the other champions had to be dead or whatever.
Oh, they're doing champion DLC. Wait a minute, they're not bringing them back to life.
DLC.
Fuck
they're
you!
Not brought back. It's DLC about the champions. No.
Yeah, you're just upgrading the champions' powers.
I guess at the very least, the champions are gonna now permanently be part of the Divine Beast. We can just go back to them whenever we want and, you know, be depressed.
Yeah, here's the thing. How are they going to do that in Breath of the Wild 2? Are we even going to go to the Divine Beasts?
We don't know. Yeah. Zelda only survived because Nintendo wanted a story. No, so you could have stopped at Zelda only survived because Nintendo. That's all you needed to say.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
well, specifically the team that runs Breath of the Wild and Zelda.
yeah, because Eiji Aonuma wanted a story.
Yes. I mean, we already want Midna to come back.
Yeah, I will not let Nintendo live that down. Yeah. I will never let Nintendo live that statement down, because Nintendo specifically said, we've basically wrapped up Midna's story, but we love her so much that if the fans love her, we will literally break timeline to bring her back. Well, the fans objectively think she's the best companion Link has ever had. Everyone loves her. Where's our second game with Midna?
Yeah, effectively, what Midna is to Link is what Rose Tyler was to Doctor Who.
Sure. Actually, yeah. Yeah, Midna is simultaneously Fi and Navi, and everyone loves her anyways.
You love me and will quote everything I say.
I actually was sad, by the way, in Twilight Princess. They didn't reanimate her. She still has the same movements, but so they cleaned up the camera, and you can see she kind of just stands there a lot. And I'm just like, give her more animation, dang it.
Midna is gone. But here's the thing, she is and she isn't.
Yeah.
Because they brought her back in Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, she's not gone. She's just stuck in her own universe where she'll never interact with anyone again.
I'm sure there has to be some sort of other portal that leads to the Twilight Zone.
Again, like, they have an explanation. Breath of the Hyrule Warriors literally explains it. Just make it canon.
Yeah, because Hyrule Warriors, it just broke time, technically,
yeah,
right?
That's just your explanation. Want Midna back? Fine. Literally rip a hole in time and drag her out.
Yeah, just before she goes back into the mirror, she travels in time and gets reverted back to the one
See, if
form.
you would have asked me, like, 10 years ago, like, if you would have told me 10 years ago that Nintendo would officially make a canon Zelda game that would be so terrible that everyone would hate it. Meanwhile, Dynasty Warriors would make a Zelda game so beloved that everyone would wish it was canon, I would not believe you. And yet we live in that universe.
Yeah, like...
And I have no idea how to handle that we live in that universe, but we do.
Yeah. I've played a little bit of Hyrule Warriors to know enough that I like it.
Yeah.
I have
Hyrule
the definitive edition on
Dynasty
Switch.
Warriors staff is very good at handling franchises they're given. Yeah, you don't need a big plot. Just be like, hey look, the timeline's screwed up. Oh, there's Midna. Suddenly, Midna.
Yeah, they could do that.
Yeah.
The dimensions crossed and this Midna never
that would explain,
went back to the Twilight Zone.
That would explain why Hyrule Warriors has literally every timeline in it. Why somehow the Rito and the Zora can coexist, even though that's canonically not possible. It's how the Kokiri exist, or the Koroks, which are the Kokiri, exist from Wind Waker.
Yeah, all of them exist in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild literally has every timeline in it. I wonder how that would happen. Maybe if a game existed where every timeline crossed paths, like, I don't know,
because here's the thing.
Hyrule Warriors, maybe that would literally explain everything.
Here's the thing, Hyrule Warriors Calamity of Ganon should fucking be canon.
Yeah, Age of Calamity literally is a prequel. So
yeah,
it's like,
Age of Calamity
is by definition canon. And so it's like, so the sequel to Hyrule Warriors is canon, but Hyrule Warriors isn't canon. No, fuck it, it's canon. I don't care what you say. Like, I just don't care what Nintendo says on the matter. They say that Triforce Heroes is a canon game, and they also say that the Hyrule Warriors isn't. They're insane. Yeah, again, and again, it worked. It was a well-beloved game. Well, as much as beloved as any Dynasty Warriors game.
I have not seen any gameplay for Age of Calamity at all. So I don't know what it looks like or how it plays.
Yeah, I still need to get that game. Still don't have it.
You still don't have it?
No.
Yeah, I own it.
I keep swearing I own it and go over there and I'm like, it's not on my shelf. I guess I don't own it. And then never get it because I think I own it.
Well,
and just keep infinitely not buying it because I think I already have it.
Well, if you're if I hear your birthday's coming up, I know what to get you.
I'll probably have it before then. But yeah, I'll just write it down and forget again.
But yeah, I have every Switch Zelda game besides the new ones coming out.
Yeah.
Even though I pre-ordered those two.
Yeah, I would love to see a game where the goddesses try to the actual goddesses show up to fix the timeline. Where they're literally like,
that'd be an interesting game.
There's these 3 random timelines, and we're not okay with this. We're gonna fix this shit.
Yeah, where they just merge everything back into one.
Which would explain, we explained Breath of the Wild, and then people wouldn't have to say it's not on the timeline anymore.
Yeah, I know they kind of tried to reboot the franchise with Breath of the Wild, but they didn't.
Well, it's not necessarily that people don't like the Sword and Shield. It's not necessarily that it's narrow. It's people are just are sad that they can't play with the Pokemon they want to play with, which I get.
Yeah, I mean, I get that too.
Yeah. So, like, I don't think that this game is any less I don't think it has any less gameplay or meat to it than any other Pokemon game does.
Yeah.
It's literally just the Pokemon.
But the one thing me and you can agree on that Game Freak needs more people.
Yes. Game Freak, a company that makes the biggest, like one of the biggest video game franchises on the planet, part of the biggest media franchise on the planet, should have as many developers as a AAA studio. They should not have 200 people.
Yeah.
And yeah, they have other studios that help them, but it's still not anywhere near EA levels.
Cause here's
get 400 or 500 people.
Cause here's the thing: if they had over 1,000 people working on it,
again, I think
then maybe we might be able to keep all the Pokemon in every game.
I think that Game Freak just needs to offload some of their work. I think Game Freak needs to become the maybe the story writers for the new games, and especially the overseers. And they need to offload, they've already offloaded a lot of stuff onto other studios, but they specifically need to offload the animation work onto somebody else. Because they're clearly not good at it.
Yeah, hire the fans.
Well, maybe not necessarily the fans. Some of the fans are pretty bad, but, yeah. Hire somebody.
Hire us
Someone
for voice
needs
acting.
To be hire us to voice act. Oh, God. I would barely be comfortable if Nintendo tried to hire me to voice Toad. I would not be comfortable voicing anything else for Nintendo.
I won't let your guts spill out, Toad!
That I would not be uncomfortable with that. That's no. No. Don't put me in this position.
You got a sweet disposition.
I wouldn't necessarily say mean rivals are good. Here's the thing.
I mean, we had Marnie.
Marnie's not mean.
No, but she is good.
But yeah, Silver was not a rival. He was an asshole. He just kept showing up and attacking you, losing, and then getting pissed off.
It's no use, even though you had no problem beating that boss.
It's the wrong Silver, you asshole.
I know.
You know who I mean.
I know.
But yeah, and Gary probably is an okay rival, because he actually isn't much of an asshole. He just,
he's definitely an asshole in the show.
He's more of an asshole in the show, but he's not bad in the games. He's a normal rival. He's
generic.
Minor mean, but not really that mean. Between the two of them, Gary is much better than Silver. But no, yeah, Game Freak is not that great at making rivals, let's be honest. Marnie is a decent rival. if you'd even call her a rival, she's really not.
I-
Like, Hop is kind of your rival, and he just gives up.
Yeah, Hop is absolutely your rival, but here's the thing. Everybody you interact with is on some level a rival.
Yeah. It's all friendly competition.
Marnie, if anything, was the love interest, and then they didn't go there.
Yeah, Marnie is honestly a more successful rival, because she actually continues to want to,
Do better.
win. Meanwhile, like,
Hop-
Hop's just like, and I'm
I'm
a
done.
professor now.
Yeah, because...
So, Hop, congratulations, Hop, you are now Gary.
Well, Hop realized how freaking powerful you were after you beat his team with a legendary Pokemon on it.
Yeah, but again, he's just Gary again. Because that was Gary's whole thing. Ash is beaten, like, I keep fighting Ash, I keep losing to Ash. Guess I'm gonna be a professor now. Yeah, it's... I mean... Yeah, it's not very inventive. Why do you think there's still a debate about whether or not the first game is Blue or Gary? Like, it's because people don't... Yeah.
It's because of the
like
anime and the freaking game.
The anime screwed with it, and also the fact that people just don't like the fact that Silver's name is canonically Silver. And your name in that game is canonically Gold.
Yeah, the redhead...
They're literally named after the character.
The redhead kid is the one that's named Silver, right? Golden's...
Yes.
Yeah.
Redhead is canonically Silver.
Yeah, when I discovered that, I'm like, what the fuck? That don't make sense.
Yeah.
Because...
And you are canonically red and blue. And...
Yeah, in Gold and Silver, like, your rival Silver, I didn't think that name fit well with that design of the character. I'm like, no, you are not a Silver.
Yeah. But that's how they named the rivals back then, and
yeah,
still how they named
yeah,
them up until...
Giovanni's definitely the Vegeta of
Wasn't
the
it
Pokemon universe.
I guess it was Gen 3 when they stopped doing that by default. Because I guess May was actually named. They didn't default to Sapphire.
Yeah, if anything, they thought about the month that they were trying to name this character. And
So, yeah, Gen 3 was kind of one of the big shakeups for Pokemon when they were just like, some of the stuff we've been doing is stupid, let's stop it.
yeah.
Like,
Alright, let's not look at the color palette anymore. Let's go beyond that.
yeah, Giovanni is very frightening. Well, I mean, here's the thing about Giovanni, though. Giovanni knew when to give up.
I don't think he still knows.
He did, though. He quit. That's the whole plot of Gold and Silver. Like,
He
just
came back
gave
in
up
Ultra
and
Sun and
left.
Ultra Moon.
Oh, yeah. Shadow Volmia, I think. Beat the grunts, they shove you out of the room.
But yeah, you don't know about Rainbow Team Rocket.
I have heard of Team Rainbow Rocket, which is stupid. To be fair, that's more a meme for the fans than it is a real, actual thing.
But it was interesting.
Yeah. What?
Like, you fought every boss from every past game.
Yeah. But again, that wasn't really plot relevant, though. That was more just a side thing, right?
It was post-game relevant.
Okay, whatever.
It did have stuff to do with a little bit of plot.
Okay, whatever. But I don't know. I'd still count that as side stuff more than actual plot. But yeah, it was just there. But yeah, like Giovanni.
I mean, I thought it was cool though.
Yeah, but yeah, because canonically in the first game, Giovanni is like, you know, he's the head of Team Rocket. He's the gym leader. He's like, he keeps fighting you and keeps losing. And then in Gen 2, it's just like, and he's gone. Literally quits and leaves. And the rest of Team Rocket's like, I guess we'll just keep going until he comes back.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, but he's gone. He doesn't come back.
Now our leaders is gone. Let's just appoint another team leader. Let's just grab a grunt off the streets. Make him new leader.
Well, to be fair, actually, it's more accurate that he was, they grabbed an executive.
Yeah, probably.
They were literally called Rocket Executives.
They grabbed Jesse and James.
No.
Yeah, you... No,
you think
they
they're gonna make Jesse and James the leader of Team Rocket?
no,
They
but
would never get any Pokemon. The only one they ever get, or the only one they try to go after is Pikachu.
no, I don't think it
I'm
ever
still
happened.
proud of Jesse and James. They managed to beat Pikachu in a fair fight. Like, that's impressive.
Yeah, they did.
Like, I have no clue how the fuck they did that, but they actually managed that. I am so proud of them.
Yeah, and then somehow Ash got away.
Yeah, I'm still lost. Yeah, somehow they didn't get Ash's Pikachu, and Ash got away. In the same way that Ash somehow didn't catch Meowth in that one arc, and somehow didn't get a Meloetta on his team because reasons, and also somehow didn't get Celebi because they just dropped that whole side plot. And all the other things they just somehow did.
Yeah, and you definitely, as of Gen 5, is when I stopped having favorite Pokemon, because there's just so many good ones that I can't freaking decide.
Yeah. Gen 5, there's a lot you could say about Gen 5. Gen 5 was good. Like, it was intended to be a reboot. They did a lot of remakes of old Pokemon, but it was still good. Like, yeah, we didn't need Audino, but Audino was still good. We didn't need new Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, but they were still decent.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, look, the Pokemon anime is also very well known for having episodes that just are
not made.
Weird.
Yeah, not made to be shown.
Yeah, like,
especially the Milk Tank episode.
Yeah, they have the Milk Tank episode. They have the episode where they have the beach beauty contest, I think.
Yes.
Like,
and also the Japanese dub got changed in the sub for the episode with the Kangaskhan kid.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit.
Oh yeah, that did happen. That did happen. I do remember that episode.
That sounds amazing and stupid.
Yes.
That's terrible, but amazing.
Yeah, that's probably... I don't remember how far I got into Ruby and Sapphire in the anime. I don't remember how far I got. But, I have watched all of Kanto. I watched a little bit of Johto.
It's been years, but I have watched most of it. By the way, we have 30 minutes.
Okay.
Actually, about 20 minutes now.
I've watched a good amount of Ruby and Sapphire. I watched a good amount of Diamond and Pearl. I think I stopped after when Dawn left.
Yeah.
Was that the end of the series?
Dawn left?
Okay. Then it was before Dawn left.
Okay.
I watched most of Black and White and X and Y, and then I stopped watching.
Yeah. I stopped watching when Ash stopped destroying people's bikes.
In Black and White, I stopped watching after he didn't get Meloetta.
That's also fair. I did see, I do have a lot of Black and White, so I did actually watch it then. Well, no, I watched a lot of Diamond and Pearl. I have some of Black and White. Meloetta really angered me.
Yes, I do remember that. That was fucking hilarious.
You know, I can't imagine. I can't imagine May. Like, why May might have said that. Can't see any reasons at all. The dub for the original dub, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, the original dub of Pokemon was by 4Kids.
Yes.
All of it. That's why the Lucaria movie has him saying Regice instead of Regice, because
yeah, thank you for
refused to accept the stupidity of pronouncing one of the Reggies differently. They're like, no, add another I. We don't care.
Here's the thing, I don't know what they said in the show though. Like when Ash fought the Frontier Brains with
It
the
was
Reggies.
Regice until after Gen 5. Or Gen 5 and later. Because that's when the Pokemon Company officially started doing the dubs themselves.
It's a Regice. No, fuck you.
Yeah. That's the reason they released that app. They released that app,
the Pokédex thing.
They released that app specifically so that people wouldn't know the real pronunciation according to Pokemon.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. That's just a no.
There was a meme going around Twitter the other day that was from the show where it was a Pokemon Snap name because in the show they meet that guy, whatever his name is, Todd.
Yes.
They meet Todd in the anime.
Yes, they do.
And I can't remember what the context was, but something happened to Todd and they were worried about him. So Misty is asking how he is, and he's like, "My camera's fine." And she's like, "No, I wasn't asking about the camera. I was asking about you. Like I was asking about you and your life to make sure you're okay." And he's like, "Oh, but this camera is my life." And Ash responds back with, "You should get a better life." It's just like fucking brutal. Like, holy shit.
You kids playing on your freaking computerized simulations.
We will never have Ash be as brutal as he was in the 4Kids stuff. 4Kids love to make Ash as brutal
fucking
as
brutal is brilliant.
Just slap people across the fucking face.
Oh.
Including this. 4Kids did not have any problem being racist or sexist when the joke was appropriate. Saying women should go back to the Dark Ages, not a problem with them as long as it worked for the joke. If you could say anything about 4Kids, they absolutely would push the bounds of what was acceptable when it suited them.
They did really good with Pokemon.
Yeah,
it's time for Pokerap.
People were pissed off about a lot of things with 4Kids, like One Piece, but
wait,
Pokemon
what?
was never one of them.
Wait, they were pissed off about One Piece? Why?
4Kids did the One Piece rap, which is controversial.
Yeah.
And 4Kids also was very well known for cutting a lot of content. 4Kids' policy on dubbing is they don't necessarily give a shit about the original source material. They're completely willing to cut out unnecessary bullshit. The problem is with One Piece, One Piece's author loves to bring everything back all the time. So,
oh yeah,
they cut out a lot of plot material
that
literally
comes
came back later, and it couldn't be re-referenced because it wasn't in the show. So people were not comfortable with it because it was a good dub. It was a dub that was very loose, and people wanted a more faithful dub.
Water, Mr. Rango, water.
What was one of the best? There's a lot of great quotes from Brock. I'll turn my frying pan into a drying pan. I'll eat great jelly donuts when he's holding rice balls.
And the what was it? The water type is weak against fire type.
He has a Kingler, which is water type, and it's totally weak against fire types. Predicted fucking inverse battles 20 years in advance.
Brock's actor, you sure you read that line right? Fuck it, I'm not taking another take. Seriously, I have a meeting here in about a minute.
No, it's so great.
Ugh. And this episode needs to be rushed out, so
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna read it again.
Not doing it again. Fuck you.
Not bothering.
So great.
Freaking hell.
Yeah. It's I no matter what you think about 4Kids, whether you liked their dubs or not, whether you thought they were faithful or not, I should say, they always made good dubs. They were good, even if they weren't faithful. And Brutal Ash will always be a great part of it.
Yes.
Yes.
Brutality. I don't think they ever brought Todd back in the show besides Kano and Johto.
They showed him once and he left and never came back.
No, he came back one other time. I think he came back in Johto.
Well, yeah,
but he never came back since then.
No. He came back since Pokemon Snap mattered. And
well, I mean, we got new Snap, so maybe he comes back in new journeys.
They bring Todd back again. No.
What is their new Pokemon journeys again? Like,
who the hell knows? I have literally fallen so far out of Pokemon at this point because the new anime does not interest me.
I swear it's called New Journeys or something like that.
I think you did say that. It's like new Pokemon journeys or new masters or something. Master journeys.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I've stopped caring because
like I do want to watch the show.
Again, I mostly started falling out once it stopped being 4Kids.
It looked interesting, but here's what's gonna really throw me. In Journeys, as far as I'm aware, Ash likes this new girl who's not even in the games.
Yep. Well, the other thing is that the show really isn't even as much about Ash. It's like...
I can't answer that until I've seen Journeys.
Yeah.
I will watch the new anime just so we can talk about it.
Can't stand it.
I mean, it's colorful. It fits what Sword and Shield is.
Yeah, again.
But
the problem is, companies love to do this thing where they try to clean up their lines. And they usually, when they do that, they clean it up too much. Pokemon has been over-cleaned. It's had all the stuff that made it interesting scrubbed out.
Here's the thing. I don't know if they're still doing the anime for Pokemon. What is it called? Generations?
Oh, I have no clue. I have no idea if they're still doing the... I kind of want to call that the comic anime at this point, because that's basically what it was.
Yeah, I saw the first episode for it, and I thought it was great.
Yeah. Never got around to watching it, but yeah, I'd heard great things about it.
Yeah, I couldn't watch the rest because my school blocked it.
Can't imagine why.
I mean, it's Pokemon.
You damn kids watching your Pokemon instead doing the homework?
No, they just blocked... They blocked pretty much everything on YouTube besides all the learning material.
Yeah, basically.
School not letting me watch what I want on my breaks. Because, guys, I did all my work before I went off to do my own thing, like on my phone or on a computer.
Yep. Look at you being the responsible student.
I mean, I still get on about it at work a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I could be texting my manager, and one of my coworkers would get on about how I'm on my phone. I'm like, I'm just literally texting. Like, I'm doing stuff for work.
I'm
texting my manager.
Yeah. I am aware of this. Would you like me not to respond to the manager?
Yeah, I haven't been... ever since then, like, I haven't been, like, yelled at about being on my phone, but...
Yeah, it's just like, oh.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, what do you say to that? Nothing. You can't say anything to that.
Yeah, I think how, like, people who are old-fashioned view us as people who are always on their phones.
Yeah.
That's how one of my coworkers viewed me until this year.
Yeah. That's just how people are. Once they accept a stereotype as factual, it's very difficult to break that stereotype.
Yeah, because I'm pretty much like, at our department right now, there's only 2 people that actually do their jobs as of current, and that's me and the meat department manager.
10 minutes, by the way.
Okay. So...
Yep.
Like, you just gotta have, like... I don't know how to describe it, just...
There's the way to describe it.
Like, I personally don't want to be viewed as someone who's lazy, because I'm not.
Yeah.
And I know you don't either.
Oh, let's not get into that. I'd like to continue having a fun time and not.
Yep. And here's the thing, I know one day Father's gonna view me as lazy too, but...
Yeah. That is the way of the older generations. It is to hate on and dislike the actions of the newer generations. It is required. And it is the job of the younger generations to think that the older generations don't understand anything and just need to shut up and die.
Yeah, when I'm older, like, I think I'd be able to understand it better than most other people,
No,
but...
you won't. That's what everyone thinks when they're a kid. And even when they're sometimes an adult. And when you have kids and are older, you, whether realizing it or not, will fall into the same effect. It is a part of being. It's non-optional.
But I wouldn't be like, oh, you shouldn't like this thing.
Yeah, but it's not universal. There's always something that you will do that you won't notice. Nothing you can do about it.
I wouldn't know what that would be.
And you never will. Okay. We've had no other luck so far.
No,
Despite
I
the
haven't.
fact that we found the one. Not gonna have any more luck again, I expect.
Honestly, we found one. I'll take anything today.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Like, that's a step closer to being done with this hunt.
That's fair.
Because we haven't been able to hunt this thing for 2 weeks.
Yep.
So I'm happy that we got something today.
Yep.
But, yeah, I'd say for the anime, I agree that they should just reboot the whole thing, or just start the anime off with a new person each time. Like, start off with the main character from the games.
What was the name of it? Like, what, Generations or
Yeah, New Generations or something like that.
no, the one you were talking about.
New Journeys or...
The one that's the comics.
That's Generations.
Okay, gotcha. Want to make sure.
That I thought that was going to be the reboot, and I don't even know if they're still making that. I think it's Generation.
I'll just type in anime and see what it pops up. No, looks like it's done.
Oh, come on. But yeah, I thought...
Similar to Pokemon Origins.
Yeah, sorry, Origins.
No, that was the original.
Oh. Yeah, because Generations is the Pokemon card set.
Yeah. No, it's also Generations.
Oh, God, that's...
Origins was a spin-off series. And it is largely more faithful to the game's mechanics and designs.
Yes. Yes, it was.
So now they didn't go into they didn't go into full comics, right? Where Pokemon can actually kill each other in the comics.
I'm not sure.
Because like in the original in the comics, literally Squirtle actually bites the neck of something and almost strangles it to death.
My God.
Like that level of bite. It is not comfortable.
Not family friendly.
No.
But yeah, I'm not sure about it. But honestly, I think what they should do is every new gen, they have a new character. Just use the main character from the game. I don't care if it's the male or the female one, just do that.
It's literally 4 episodes, my God.
Yeah, it was.
Shit. Yeah, Pokemon Generations was sort of a sequel series, not exactly. It was 18 episodes long.
Yeah, both of them weren't that long. I guess they just don't know where they could go with the anime because of Ash.
The other thing is that the person in Generations is canonically Ash/Red as well.
I thought it was yellow.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. It's both. Because the Pokemon trainer in Pokemon Generations is canonically the player character from Red and Blue, but he catches Pikachu as his main Pokemon. But he's also the main character throughout all the games. He's the one who is going after Giovanni and faces off against the rival from Red and Blue, and who interacts with Lance in Generation 2, and fights Silver in Gen 2, and the one who goes against Team Magma in Gen 3.
Really?
It sounds like it, unless it's all different people.
That don't sound right for Gen 3, though.
Let me see. Hold on. No, it looks okay. Yeah, it actually looks like it's. It looks like it's all. Okay, it's just shorts, basically.
Yes.
So yeah, one of them is Red and Blue. One of them is just the rival from Silver. One is the other rival from Silver, or from Gold, Silver, and Crystal.
I don't remember.
One is
Rose, right?
Yeah. So okay, never mind. I thought it was like an overarching thing, but no. Honestly, most of it is just following Detective Looker. Because he's in like half of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love to just have an anime series where you follow Leaf. Not Green, Leaf.
Who?
Leaf is green from the comics. And again, you gotta remember, the comics are not the anime. They are not the games. In the comics, there is literal, actual magic. Because Green has healing magic.
Ooh.
Like it's...
Leaf?
Yeah, Leaf. That's why she's called Leaf and not Green. Leaf, from the comics, has healing.
That's cool.
And it's like a completely different kind of anime entirely. Or manga, whatever. Comics, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know.
They don't want magic.
Yeah. Okay, you are officially at time, sir.
Okay.
So.
Well, we did find one shiny Staryu today.
Found one!
I'm gonna go ahead and save everything.
Sounds good.
Alright, that is going to be it for today's episode. So like and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch. Comment to our videos. We do read them. Follow on Twitch, and we'll see you guys next time, or hopefully we find the last one.
We'll see.
Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.